Okay, first of all, Ryu, I see you. That is not what I meant, and you full well know it. Secondly, welcome on in there, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day. I'm a Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're going to be doing two things today. One, we're going to be working on that Berserk Dragon artwork some more. Two, well, like it says in the title and what we've been talking about all freaking day, we gotta do a quick showcase, cause I've been working on things in the background. I've been cooking up some stuff. I've been preparing some things. No cult. You stop that there, Brace. I see you. Also, let's give a couple shout outs. Welcome on in there, Rykert, as well. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Also, good to see you there, Ryu. Dragon Knight Val. Tron. Rebo. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend.
Moth tax.
No
Join
moth
account.
tax. First of all, no moth tax. I'll second take this, Bambi. Ha. But yeah, welcome on in there, everybody. I'll give everybody the... Well, actually, since we're waiting for people to roll on in, let's just catch up some folks here. Give some shout outs. Why is there a hype train? First of all, take this Jira. Second of all, good to see you there, everybody. Good to see you there, Dragon Eye Vel. Good to see you there, Ryu, Thunder, Tron, Karibo, Rykert, Scott. How's everybody doing? Sherbert, good to see you. Ryu, thank you for the 40 stream streak. Holy cow, 40?
Lampy moth cult tax.
No. Wait, what?
Moth tax.
First of all, no cult tax and no moth tax. Well, actually, there is moth tax, but it's not over here. It's let me see, what's another moth? Y'all ever heard of Imaginary Story? They've been on a hiatus for quite a minute, but it seems like they might be roaring back in. That's where you can pay your moth tax. You know what? You can still pay moth tax off stream. Someone's on a hiatus, you could still moth tax over there. That's still something you could do. Also, Magical Tiefling, thank you for the three stream streak. I greatly appreciate it. Throne. Oh, that's it. Take that, Mooney. Folks, go follow Jira. Go follow Bambi. Go follow Mooney. Go follow all of them. They deserve money. Yeah, I'm throwing them under the bus. Well, in all seriousness, they deserve support. Really awesome folks. Really cool streams. Really amazing people. Really funny, too. Each and every one of them. Also, one of them is amazing at art. The other one is very, very chill streams. And the other one's an absolute dork. You figure out which one's which. That last one's a trick question. They're all dorks. But yeah, model updates? Yeah, model updates. Let's also give a shout out to Sherbert. Go check out the Sherbert as well. They do amazing work, amazing art. Bark, bark, bark. You go bark your back. Or something like that. I don't know what that means. Also, welcome on in there, Mech. Go check out Sherbert the Pode. Some really amazing artwork, really unique designs, really cool stuff. It's a very chill time over there. If you're a fan, and they could also be very, very chaotic. If you're a fan of Pokemans, or No Man's Sky, or games like that, go check out the Sherbert. Or if you're a fan of art, that's a good place to go. Whew. There's a lot of people here today. I was not ready for all of this. But since you are all here, I want to give it till at least 7:30. Not 7:30. 7:30 is way too late. I'm a dork? You are a dork. My stuff is not chill? I don't know. I think you have some very chill streams there, Mooney. It's very funny streams, too. Like that one stream where you were playing a detective that got literally thrown around like a ragdoll. It was a very chill and funny time. My nemesis. Our rivalry will never know peace. As all hail the cult. Hey, no cult leader. No cult leader. None of that. No. Nope. No cult to speak of. See. Mac gets it. Evening Lampy in chat, how's everyone doing? Hey, Scott. So far, so good. I've actually been working on a lot of things. Like I was mentioning before, I got a lot of things cooking in the background. And even after this stream, I'm going to let you know, I still got even more to show later down in the road. So if you thought, all right, Lampy showed everything. Show's over. We don't need to come back here again. Oh, wait till the Elden Ring streams. That's when we're going to have some real stuff brewing in the back. Well, we have a lot of stuff brewing now, but... Or already have some stuff brewed and cooked up now, but... Wait till Elden Ring. You'll see more stuff that's brewed and cooked up. We're excited to see you. Bison Slander. Y'all are just after my Lucky Charms. Joke's on you. They expired already. I needed to go to the market and buy new Lucky Charms. Anyway, that's not the point. I think... 5 more minutes? You know what? I said I was gonna wait till 7:20, but 5 minutes takes too long. We're gonna just go for it now. Because why wait? Why wait? We got a lot of stuff to talk about anyway. We got a lot of model stuff to showcase. Now, should I start with... You know what? You know what? We're gonna start with Lampy. Because, you know what? Big showcase time. Big showcase. Because, as you can see, doesn't really seem like anything's different. Regular old bug, regular old model, regular old movements. Nothing has changed. But I do want to show you what I've been talking about that I've wanted to add to this model for a very, very, very long time. And what might that be? That's right, folks. We finally got the flamethrower on the regular moth model. We finally got the flamethrower. It's got a propane tank. And as you can see, that propane tank is specifically clean burning fuel. I tell you what. Yep. Had to be that clean burn. Because you want to taste the meat, not the heat. Yep. So of course we had to add that flamethrower there. We had to, I basically took it from the design of the reference sheet, obviously, because I thought, you know what, if we have the reference sheet, I might as well make the flamethrower specific to that so I don't have to redo the reference sheet. Am I right? Yeah. Now that's just one part, obviously. But if you're thinking, okay, alright, so seems good, seems fair, obviously it's gonna fire, right? Because what's the point of having it? Oh, right, I also forgot to mention, check it out. It even has a little fire physics. Look at that little candle wave. Look at that little candle. Look at it go. Even got the physics there. It's got the bounce. It's got the left. It's got the sway. All of that good stuff. Also, if you'll notice that the label actually turns along with the angle of the whatchamacallit thingy here. The canister. So there you go. I made sure specifically to add that one because I've been wanting to practice with the whole warping images around a item, all of that crazy stuff. Lampy committing arson tonight? I mean, when do we not commit arson, am I right? I wasn't supposed to rhyme, but I'll take it. I come in to see flamethrower. If you thought that was one thing there, Shadov, as I was mentioning before, yes, I made sure specifically to add this feature on top of it. That's right, folks. We still got the flamethrower. We still got the fire. We still got it moving. Why? Because, I mean, let's be honest. Why would I not have the flamethrower? We're also roasting a bird there, so, who wants chicken? Who wants chicken tonight? Chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. Yes, I was thinking about that commercial about how I feel like chicken. Don't aim it my way. I don't want to be a cooked duck. Have you ever heard of Peking duck there, Ryu? Have you ever heard of Peking duck? I think everyone should have a little bit of Peking duck, and I think you should be Peking duck. So, you're turning into the cooked duck. Sorry, Ryu, I don't make the... Okay, I make the rules, but I also don't like it. That's a joke, by the way. That's a joke. Bird's butt is a bit warm here. Well, the bird's now gone. And why is that? Because... There we go. Thank you for the crab rave there, Shinzo. Which, by the way, let's give a shout out to Shinzo before we continue. We're doing what to the duck? We're roasting them. We are roasting them, we are cooking them, we are putting them on the bonfire, all of that good stuff. You better believe I'm also using this flamethrower any chance I get. You better believe that part. Also, welcome on in there, Brace. How you be? I hope things are going well. Oh, right. There we go. Perfect. That's the gun. We need to get rid of the gun. Fantastic flame effects. Thank you. I kind of ripped them off of the Lampy mech because I couldn't be bothered to animate them a second time. You can't make me. I already did it once. Why not just take what I've already made and cut a little bit of corners? I'm taking the FromSoft route. If you don't know who FromSoft is, it's the people who make Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Armored Core. I'm taking their road and just reusing assets. That's the best way to put it. I just decided I'm reusing assets. Why? Because I ain't animating that fire all over again. I'm not doing that a second time. I already did it once. Why do it twice when I could just take what I already have? Besides, I honestly don't see any reason to update the fire anytime soon. Maybe in the future, but as of right now, nah, I think it's fine as is. Also, welcome on in there, Brace. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Bloodborne no hit run stream win. That's never happening because I can never pull that off. I'm just gonna be forever stuck in the first level of Bloodborne because the moment I get hit, I have to redo everything. Nah, I'm not doing that. Also, thank you there, everybody. I'm glad that you like the flamethrower. But yeah, let's see. I don't know if cooked corvid would be all that appetizing. Only one way to find out, am I right? This is how COVID happened. Oh, whoops. This is how COVID happened. Only one way to find out, am I right? Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase that part. Also, I don't think I showcased the top half here, which is that little circle, that little part with the nozzle, all those little parts with the squares. I'm going to let you know that making this thing, how was it made? I'll kind of run through on how this was made. 2 circles are literally used to make that cylinder. I kid you not. The back circle is literally just stretched in the direction of wherever the front circle goes. As for the nozzle, that is also 2 circles. There's just the big circle with the shines on top of it, and we just warp everything that's in the middle. And then there's the little circle, which is the actual, like, opening. And then we got the flamethrower that has the 2 handle parts. And then for the canister, has literally just 1 canister and a label in the front. We just warp the label to go around the canister. That's basically it. Now, and we got all of that said and done. I will say that's basically all we got for the Lampy model for now. Although, to be fair, we did make a whole Rot Moth model. Did I showcase that Rot Moth model? I mean, I made a whole live 2D... I rigged the entire live 2D model on stream, so I'm not sure if I should showcase the Rot Moth model. Y'all let me know if I should showcase it or not. Granted, like I said, I already made the whole thing on stream, and y'all saw the process, so I don't know how effective that would actually be, but you let me know. Now, of course, we're not done. We still got one more thing to go, but let's catch up with a little bit of the reading right quick. I heard something about P-King at a duck. No, not P-King at a duck. It's P/KING. P-King duck. Love the flamethrower. It's great. Thank you there, Bambi. I'm glad that you like it. Ruby Spears and Hanna-Barbera reused elements the same way. See, there you go. All right, nothing wrong with reusing some assets sometimes. Sometimes, hey, if that's good. If it works, why not do it again? Especially if it's a lot of work to recreate it. Why recreate it when you already have it? Am I right? Maybe. Looks great. Thank you there, Karibo Lord. I greatly appreciate that. I wonder if you could get away with an alternate label with Hank's voice or Hank's Choice Propane. I think I could get away with Hank's Choice Propane because they don't know it's Hank Hill. It's just Hank. It could be any Hank. There's a lot of Hank. There's a Hank in Breaking Bad. Yeah, I've been kind of on a Breaking Bad binge here and there. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching a lot of clips from the old, or from the show from ways back. I still need to watch that El Camino movie. I also need to finish Better Call Saul, because I never finished that one. But that one's been pretty good. Anyway, that's not the point. That's not the point. Point is, so, we also just accidentally cooked the birds. What does that mean? Well, that's the end of the showcase. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. This gives us a perfect way to segue into the next one, because I was working on the bird model as well because I learned a lot of new features. I learned a lot of new tricks, and I wanted to test that out. I also wanted to add something else to the bird that I thought, you know what? We gave them a new style, we gave them a new thing, we gave them new stuff, all of that, but let's reel it back a bit. Let's reel it back just a bit. What do I mean by reeling it back a bit? Well, Rip Burb? Yeah, that's okay. But in the meantime, the bird's gonna be taking Ryu's card. I couldn't help it. That needed to be done. Oh. What's that? What's that? What's that? Okay, 3 is enough. We go beyond that and we overdo the joke. So, as you can see, I also took the liberty giving the bird back their old costume, old outfit, old style, old clothes, all of that. Why did I do that part? I don't know. I thought, well, if we're going to be using that for if we're going to be going with the more simplistic style for the comics more often, why not just put them back into the original design, kind of. Well, not original design, but you know what I mean. Reel it back in with the outfit thing. So, put the bird back on the app, and as you can see, the wings are no longer toggled. What do I mean by toggled? I mean they don't open just because of opening or pushing a button anymore. That is all full tracking. Yes, and the wings also close, as you can clearly see. I wanted to test that out because, as I was saying a while back, there was a lot of things that I wanted to work on. I wanted to redo the wings. I wanted to update the wings. And as you can see, I think those wings came out pretty updated, or pretty well updated. Because one, they can completely open, fly into the sky, all of that stuff, as you can see right there. And as you just saw earlier, we didn't just stick with having the wings just open up to flying into the sky, but we also managed to get the full close design right there, which I'm not gonna lie, I want to say that was the toughest part when it came to working on this here bird model, was trying to figure out how on earth to get the wings to close without them just having the wings just pop up, you know? How do I explain it? You know how most toggles, like the flamethrower for example, how they just pop up out of nowhere, like boom, there they are? Same thing with the gun or the sword, they just pop up and sometimes they just go away. I wanted to get the wings to close without them doing that. I wanted the wings closing to look a little more natural. So, of course, I had to tinker around with things. I had to figure things out. I had to look at a lot of different model showcases, and I'm gonna be honest with you, none of them helped with working on closing the wings. Granted, they helped with opening the wings and adding the physics to the wings and all of that sort of stuff. That one was very, very much helpful, because I also want to let you know, there isn't a single rotation deformer on those wings anymore. Therefore, it can actually have physics settings on it. The wings can actually just move and bounce and all of that, and when they open up, you could actually see the what's the word I'm looking for? Actual movement, actual physics, and all of that sort of stuff. But more importantly, the wings will actually close naturally, and, you know, we're able to add that feature. So yeah, there you go. So I just wanted to showcase all of that stuff. Oh, and in case you're wondering, well, then what happened to the old costume? That one's still there. Just gotta push a button for that one is all. And there you go. That part's still there, regardless of the situation. And so yeah, that's about it. And there we go, we're done. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably leave the other bird model there, just in case anyone else shows up and all of that stuff. But that being said, I hope you all enjoy. We're going to be getting back into the art, because we just got everything finished up and all of that. Whew. Now, where is that Berserk Dragon art? And I need to figure out... Oh, I was about to accidentally push on other stuff and accidentally showcase some things that aren't supposed to be showcased yet. But yeah, I wanted to also let you know, as I mentioned earlier, there are some assets ready for Elden Ring. Or yeah, I finally got the assets ready for Elden Ring, so February I should be playing the Elden Ring, or doing the Elden Ring streams again. The second half that I wanted to bring up was... There's a lot of different, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of different animation stuff going on in the background. Some animations for, well, actually, no, most of the animations are for other people. What was the other thing I wanted to bring up? Oh, yeah. I remember what it was now. It was the Exodia figure. Y'all remember when I was talking about that Exodia figure last time and how I could not find it? I looked on Amazon one more time. A little over $100 in comparison to the $70 it was supposed to be originally, but I decided, you know what, it's close enough. This is as best as we're gonna get, and this way I don't have to contact people and ask them, what do you think I should do? Because I don't know if I'm gonna get... I feel like I'm gonna end up with the response of, you know what, just keep the money, it's fine. I'm like, no. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna pay the difference. It's only like, what, $30 for the difference? Still, personally, I feel like, that's a lot right there, but we gotta fulfill our agreement, am I right? Yeah. Also, let's just get the flamethrower out here. Oops, wrong button. Let's get the flamethrower out here. Let's just keep that flamethrower while it's... Or, yeah, let's keep the flamethrower out there while we can. I just got off work. What got announced? Okay, so two things. As you can see, the bird model got new wings. 2, bird model got its old costume back. 3, Lampy's got a flamethrower. And it's not just on the mech this time. There's full-on fire and all of that. Full-on flamethrower. Also, let me showcase the other part. Hold on a minute. Where is it? Oh, wrong one. Bird goes back over there. Why can't I select Lampy? Hold on. There we go. We also got new designs on, or yeah, we also got a funny little design on that there flamethrower, all that funny stuff, all that cool thing. I noticed the wings. Yeah, flamethrower. Yeah, flamethrower. That's my favorite part, obviously, because I'm on fire. We always got to get that fire in them. Are all right? Yeah. Ignore what on earth sort of word I just said. Also, welcome on in there, John. Welcome on in there, hardcore dev. How y'all be? I hope things are going well. And as always, amazing to see. I'm glad to hear. Because good lord, that one takes a lot of work. Oh, right. The other thing I forgot to mention. The other thing I forgot to mention about that there bird model. I was looking up and I was trying to figure out how on earth to... There was a feature that I saw a long time ago about how to make the model feel a little more... What's the word I'm looking for? A little more smooth when it comes to their movement. Because apparently if you set all of your X, Y, and Z angles to a physics deformer, or not a physics deformer, a physics parameter, and you set it up on the physics settings, you can actually get the model to move and bounce a little bit more when it comes to their, you know, X and Y's, or yeah, X, Y, and Z movement. Or Z if you're not from the US. But yeah, that sort of stuff, you can actually get the model to move around a little bit more, or actually have a little more smoothness when it comes to their movement. Feels a little less stiff, I guess, if you wanted to go with the proper word for it. Now, I only added that one to the bird because I don't know. There's something about the Lampy model that I see where I'm like, you know what? Stiff works for this model. I think Stiff works for the Lampy model. Yo, Timo, thank you for the bits. I greatly appreciate that. Let's give a shout out to Timo. And then we're going to catch up with the reading because I feel like I missed a lot. Folks, go check out Timo. Very chill times, really fun streams, really awesome people, really cool stuff. And as I always like to say, it doesn't matter what sort of game they're playing, even if it's a horror game, even when it's a horror game. Very, very chill time over there. I highly recommend it, or yeah, I highly recommend checking them out when you get the chance. And I hope things are going well. And again, thank you for the bit. I noticed the wings. FDI flamethrower. The wings look really good. Thank you. That one, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When drawing them, yeah, drawing them was the part that took the most time. Mostly because I don't know what it was, but I feel like I was in kind of a bit of a funk during that time. So drawing in general just felt like a pain. So when I had to go to these wings, I was like, we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. I don't know how, but we'll figure this out. Yeah. But lo and behold, we got it done. I think it came out really well. All right, I wonder if you could get away with... Oh, okay, so I saw that part. Also, welcome on in there, Shadov. How you be? Looks great. Thank you there, Creepo. Let me see. At least you aren't... Okay, I'm skipping that message. I see you, Spock. Also, welcome on in there, Spock. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Also, did I give a shout out to Brace? Let's give a shout out to Brace. Go check out Brace for Science. Really awesome streams over there. Really cool stuff. Really amazing streams. Really funny people. I highly recommend checking them out when you get the chance. Looks like chat is on the menu. Indeed. Chat's always on the menu. Or any sort of monster that we see on a video game, if we have a flamethrower, we're putting that monster on the menu as well. This is not even a suggestion. This is a straight up just... How do I put it? That is just a straight up just how it's going to be. If we get a flamethrower, which by the way there, folks, in Elden Ring, there's multiple flamethrowers. So look forward to that. You better believe it. We're going to be cooking some monsters in Elden Ring too. Especially since we got dragon magic, you better believe it's time to set things on fire. You say? Oh, let's see. They should have had notifications? Wait, what should have had notifications? Some stream aren't even... Okay, I'm gonna skip that one. Alright, let's see. Okay, almost caught everything. Yippee, I'm a dork. Congratulations there, Jiro. I'm glad to hear that you like being a dork. Yeah, to be fair, being a dork ain't bad. Lurking right now in Minecraft. All right there, Magical Tiefling. You do your lurking. You do what you gotta do. I hope it goes well, and I hope the Minecraft is fun. I've trained already. That happens too many times a day. Y'all need to chill. All right, let me see. We're trying to catch up with all the reading little by little, slowly but surely. All right, so we caught up with that, so we could scroll back down. We're getting there. Yeah, I think I caught up with almost everything. Okay, we're nearly there. Doing okay. It did look amazing, mate. No, thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Also, EB, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, everybody. Let's give a shout out to EB. If you haven't checked out the EB, I highly recommend that you do. They do a lot of art and streams. Or, well, not a lot of art and streams. They do a lot of art, and they also offer adoptable models, all of that funny stuff. Well, not funny stuff. All that cool stuff. Go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. May I use the flamethrower to cook moth wings? Only the moths in the basement. You can only cook the moths in the basement. Also, here you go. You can have the flamethrower. There we go. We don't need to chill. I hear another hype train. Nah, 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 nah. Slow flutter, slow flutter. There you go. Which, by the way, that's where you can see the other style of the model's outfit. Yeah, that's a word. There you go. What the hell was that? Oh, you mean the wing animation. Hold on a minute. We're gonna move. Put the bird right over there. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, there's that other animation. Hold on a minute. Well, to be fair, this animation is normal. I just got blinded. You're about to get blinded again. I'm sorry. There you go. Thank you for redeeming Slow Flutter there, Evie. Alright, let's see. I just got blinded? Indeed. This got initially drowned out, so I thought I'd post it again. If the bird were to do the Macarena in humanoid form, would they do it with their arms or their wings? That's a good question. I'm guessing... I'm assuming that the bird would probably do it based off of their mood. I think that's the best way to go about it. Maybe they switch up. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. That looks so good. Oh my god. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Yeah. I don't know what it is about, like, live 2D models, but when it comes to when it comes to most live 2D models, for me, it's... I gotta make sure there's wings. And when there's wings, they gotta look good. I don't know why, but that's just gotta be the thing. That's also why I took up this one animation gig or this one live 2D rigging gig where someone mentioned that they wanted to, like I mentioned before, the bat wings rig. Originally, they were telling me how they wanted, you know, just hand PNGs to be there, or like a hand model asset to, you know, cover their face. They mentioned how they thought about having wings for that part, or, you know, just having wings set up for their model, but it sounded like it was too complicated, and so they decided they'll just go with hands. That'll be fine. Like, wings are complicated, so that might not be possible. That's what they told me. And as you can see, as someone who draws and rigs wings a lot, because I like wings, I took that up as a challenge. I was like, so you want wings on your model, but they're too complicated for most people. I think I could help you with that. Also, Spock, thank you for the 40 stream streak. I greatly appreciate it. Awesome animation for real. Thank you there, Evie. 1941, there was a song by Inkspot. I don't want to see the world on fire. I do. I just want to start a flame in your heart. Oh, that's corny. I want to see fire. As a matter of fact, I want to see fire. Flashbang warning, everybody. Flashbang warning. There we go. Forget all that corniness about, forget all that corniness about flirting in people's hearts. I want to see fire. I want to see the world burn. Why? Because I think it would look pretty. Speaking of which, you're going to see that in the future games. Look forward to, or you're going to see that in some future games. You're going to see some pretty fire. I'm gonna guarantee it. Also, Kim, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's give a shout out to Kim. Folks, if you haven't checked out the Kim and In over here, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They're also really amazing at 3D art. Speaking of which, where Kim over here is working on a 3D rig for yours truly. It's going to turn out great. I'm pretty sure of it. Watch out for that, because I want to figure out how to make that work. Like, there's two goals that I'm trying to work with when it comes to getting that 3D model. One, playing some VR games and using that model. Two, trying to figure out how to toss that into other games. Like, trying to figure out how to mod that into other games. I just realized something. Check Discord, though. All right, let me see what is going on over there. Oh, God, that's a little cursed. I see it. I like it so far. What am I? Okay, I see the model. AO Mass Effect player. Did I set up Mass Effect? Oh, wait, no. Mass Effect's EA. I'm sorry. I can't play Mass Effect on stream, not unless I could get the entire trilogy on the 360. Oh. Half of me kind of wants to see a blue-flamed version of your handheld flamethrower. That can be doable. That can honestly be doable. I first bumped into that song from the Fallout 3 trailer. You know what? Also fair and true, also reasonable. Get Legendary Edition. What I got? Oh, Legendary Edition? Wait, does Legendary Edition mean you don't have to deal with all the EA nonsense? Because that's the main thing that I'm looking at. Like, I see Mass Effect, I see Legendary Edition. That one works back to burp. I'm sorry, I'm not redeeming that one. I'm showcasing this bird for all it's worth. I can't just go back to the regular one today. Tomorrow, Bird Redeem will be fine. I'm gonna have to remove that one. Or I'm gonna have to refund you on that one there, Jenk. But also, welcome on in, and I hope you enjoyed the lurk. But yeah, also let me push button. There we go. Now, you still have the EA stuff. Yeah, see, that's why I can't play that one, mostly because they expect me to pay for or not pay for it, but install EA, log into it every time, and I'm like, nah. Nah. I ain't doing all of that. Welcome on in there, Label. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. But yeah, let me see. Evening Lampy, goes the arson? I want to say it goes pretty well. I want to say the arson goes pretty well right there. I think that's a pretty solid arson right there, if you ask me. But yeah, let me see. Check Discord, what I got. Okay, let me see. Mass Effect? You mean see Lampy pick all the evil decisions? Yes, pick all the evil decisions. I'm gonna punch a reporter. No, my bad. Not my bad. Not a reporter. Yeah, a reporter. I'm gonna punch a reporter. Fine, I'll leave. That's fair. All right, let's see. You go take care of what you gotta take care of there, Jenk. And I thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you have a good day, better tomorrow, a great week, all of that stuff. And if you're joking, then I hope you enjoy the stream. I don't log in. I just link stream, or I just link Steam to it, and it just launches from EA client, annoying as that is. Oh, I see. Still, nuts to EA. I ain't supporting that nonsense. I'm just gonna buy them used. This way, someone else gets the money that Steam... I'm just gonna buy a game that someone already paid for. Therefore, double the fun, less money for EA. Because EA took Dead Space from me. Again. So you know what? Nuts to you, EA. You ruined Dead Space the first time, and then you closed it out the second time. You put that nail in that coffin. You know what? I ain't putting up with this nonsense. EA app won't install on Linux, but it'll run if Steam makes it. That's crazy. That's wild. In all fairness, Al Giuliani has it coming. Yeah, see, there you go. Now, what on earth was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so that's one news. Lampy 3D model soon. And by soon, I mean I also need to figure out how to run it. Oh, so I'm just sending a quick message. There we go. Now, what was the other thing I was talking about? Oh, that was the other thing. So, y'all remember when I mentioned the Millennia assets and all of that stuff? That is finished. The artwork is finished. The rig for the wings are done. The helmet rig. I think I still need to mess around with that one just a little bit more. Just a little. Because I realized the X and Y angles might be a slight detriment. I might need to reel the X and Y angle, or not the X and Y, just the Y angles back a bit. Because I had an issue where, well, I don't know if this is an issue or not. It might be. I don't know. But when using the assets, or yeah, when setting up the helmet on the model, when you look up, the helmet goes up a little too high, and then you can see the eyes underneath the helmet, and vice versa. Basically, the helmet moves up and down when it shouldn't be doing that. The angles should be changing, but it shouldn't be moving up and down. But that is the case, and I need to fix that part. After that, the helmet should be fine. I also had to work on another thing about it, but I'll talk about that part when we get there. Yo, Night Shadow, thank you for the hydrate. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Night Shadow. If you haven't checked out Night Shadow, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games, really awesome streams, really fun times over there. And, yeah, really awesome people. Also, check it out there, Night Shadow. The wings open up without a toggle button. We also added a new feature where the wings also close as well. We also added a flamethrower because obviously needed to get that flamethrower. Hold on a minute. Flamethrower. Needed to add that flamethrower right there. Why? Because flamethrower. And yes, there is fire when it comes to that flamethrower. Hold on a minute. Fire. There is fire when it comes to that flamethrower. Yes, indeed. Why? Because, fire. Let's go. Yeah. Also, let's see. Hello, Lampy. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. I got a lot of work done. I'm halfway through done with an animation. Got a lot of live 2D model stuff done. The art trade with someone. Okay, so I got 2 art trades that are nearly finished. One of them is for an animation. The other one is for an actual. Okay, how do I put it? One of them is for an animation. The animation has been done. A chippy model for someone. The chippy model is nearly done. I just need to set up 3 expression toggles, and that one's finished. The Eldritch Abomination model is basically done. I just have to send it to the client and, you know, wait for them to test it out when they get the chance. Along with that, the Exodia figure is finally on the way. So, or at least I hope so. Let's all pray that pray or wish all the luck that we can that that model does not get refunded, the Exodia figure, because if it gets refunded or it gets canceled for the 3rd time in a row, I'm giving up on Exodia. I mean, I'm giving up on trying to assemble all 5 pieces, because you know what? We tried. This is our 3rd attempt at getting that Exodia figure. If that one does not show up or it gets canceled, I'm just giving up on Exodia and letting the client and letting everybody know, like, okay, we tried. It's just not in the stars, you know? It's just not in our favor. So yeah, all of that stuff. We're getting a lot of progress done. I guess that's the best way to go about it. We're getting a lot of progress done. I'm catching up with my work finally after 3,000 years. If that one doesn't show up, it's time to break out the 3D printer. You know what? I did consider that. I did consider, like, maybe I just print out all 5 pieces of Exodia and then I just tack them on one another. That is my best bet. If nothing else works, just tack or, print all 5 pieces of Exodia. And just make it one of those things where you could assemble it. Like you put all 5 pieces together, you can pull them apart, all of that. Maybe put them in one of these Yu-Gi-Oh boxes, one of these tins. I don't know. I'll figure something out if all else fails. But yeah, there has been a lot of stuff going on. I'm giving up on Exodia. Average Exodia player when they brick. Average Exodia play, not even that there, Ryu. Average Exodia player when they don't get the 1-turn kill. When they don't get the combo off turn 1. Like, alright, that's it, I give up. I've seen it happen way too many times. They go through their combo card after card after card. Minute after minute after minute. I kid you not, literal minutes. And if they don't, you can tell they didn't get Exodia because if they didn't kill you, if they didn't assemble all the pieces, they surrender. The moment they surrender, you find out, that's when you realize, yep, their combo didn't go off the way they hoped it did. Because if it did, there wouldn't be a game. Actually, there still wasn't a game. It was just them fumbling the ball. Now, with that being said, let's catch up with some... Oh yeah, you know what? Hold on a minute. Before we get to the drawing of the Yu-Gi-Oh monster, I did want to show you something there, folks. This is one of the commissions we've been working on. Look at that bouncy Shinzo. Look at that bouncy little rat, am I right? Look at that little sucker. This is one of the commissions we've been working on. This is one of the projects that was, one of the commissions that was requested was animate something. Yeah, just animate this bouncy little guy. This bouncy little round rat. All of that stuff. Turn this into a, just animate Shinzo, but in the bouncy rat animation. I think it's coming along pretty well. Right arm with half the torso, left arm with half the torso, right leg, left leg, and then the head with most of the back. Yeah, I'm not making a short Exodia. I'm gonna try to find some model figures, or like some 3D files that have the whole thing. I'm not just gonna go with partial body just because the art piece doesn't show the full thing. Alright, now with that being said, it's finally time to just take a chill moment. I got to do what I wanted to do, which was showcase everything, and that is it. That is all. Nothing else is going on today. That we're done now. It's time to go back to some Yu-Gi-Oh art. Let me try to figure this out. Let me try to figure things out here. Where is it? I need to find Dark Magician and Flame Sword. Wait. I have those cards. Hold on a second. I just realized something. I could just get the cards right now. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna go get the Flame Swordsman card. I'm gonna go get the Dark Magician card. Just so I could see it in front of me. And then we're gonna add them to this art piece right here. Give me 1 second. Nope, that's bug deck. Which one of these? Okay, that's the deck with. Okay, that's the deck with Flame Swordsman. Wait, let me double check to make sure that Flame Swordsman's actually in here. If there ain't no Flame Swordsman, then I just wasted my time. There's blue Flame Swordsman, close enough. No, not close. Could be around here somewhere. There he is. Do I have a shiny Flame Swordsman? I should have had a shiny Flame Swordsman. That's not the point. We're just gonna get this one. Actually, you know what? I think the shiny Flame Swordsman is just that. That's not important. I'm still looking at all of this like, wait. I shouldn't be focusing on. Alright, that's one down. Now I just gotta find that dark condition. That's vampire. Not what I am looking for. What on earth is this? Oh, that's reptile. Nope, that ain't it. What on earth the heck is this? That still ain't it. Which one are you? Got the blue eyes, that ain't it. I got too many cards now that I think about it. There's Dark Magician. Okay, I found it. Whew. It's literally looking through box after box after box. I need to stop playing this game. I need to save my money. I mean, to be fair, TCG Player has been making it a lot easier to save my money, mostly because I can't get every card that I wanted for an archetype, or even like just from a certain pack from the same shop. And so that would require God, in order for me to just get like a certain set from one set of cards. One set of cards would require me to just get like 5 or 6 different envelopes. And I can't deal with all that nonsense. No. That is too much struggle. That is too much effort. And sometimes envelopes just don't show up like they're supposed to. So yeah, too much work. I'm not doing all of that. You know what? That's the Red Dark Magician, and that's not quite the one we're looking for, but close enough. I'm using that one as a reference, as well as one of the magic cards that shows the other Dark Magician. So I think that should work just fine. Where's that Flame Swordsman card? So normally I'd be trying to buy cards here and there, obviously cheap cards, because I ain't spending like 30 bucks on a card. I really can't do that because TCG Player does not make it easy like it used to. It is way too complicated, way too difficult to just get all the cards you want, so I'm like, not worth the struggle, not worth the trouble. Alright, let me try to catch up with some things. One day, alright, let's see. One day I will get that commission of that rat dance Ryu gave me the idea for. Oh god, that rat dance. I mean, that rat dance is cool and all, but oh god, animating that one. Oof, that's gonna be a tricky one, that's for certain. That is for most definitely certain that's gonna be a tricky one. There we go. I thought something was off about the model placement. Like, wait a minute, why does Lampy seem so small all the way down there? Let's fix that problem. There we go, problem solved. Okay. Don't forget the third leg of Exodia gets banned. We don't talk about the third leg of Exodia. That one I can't make an... Oh, let's see. The one I can't make an emote, I know. Oh, that one I can't make an emote, I know. That's too many frames, but I'll have a cool animation. You know what? That's true. That's true. You could use that animation for alerts and stuff. Like stream alerts, subs, bits, raids, follows, stuff like that. Which reminds me, I too need to... I've been saying this for years. Literal years now. I need to take a time to work on the channel a bit more. And by channel, I mean, well, we've been working on a lot of things to improve the channel, but mostly stuff in the background or model updates or games and stuff. Or, you know, like backup equipment. In case something of ours breaks, we have a backup in case, yeah, to mitigate that. But also ads are about to start right now. But I need to work on alerts. I need to work on starting soon screens, ending screens, stuff like that. I don't need to work on any transition stingers or anything like that. Because I see other people have transitions and stingers and all of that, but I feel like Don't get me wrong, there ain't nothing wrong with it. I want to preface that. There is nothing wrong with having transitions or having stingers and all of that. You know, like animations that move you from one scene to the next. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Because a lot of streams do that. And sometimes even some shows used to do that. Like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You know, when they used to go to that other side of the wall? Where the little trolley goes from one side of the wall to the other side, and instead of being Mr. Rogers' house, it's this weird, well, not weird, well, kind of weird. It's this whole fantasy castle world setting with puppets and all of that sort of stuff. And then when it zooms on, or when it goes back through the rail tunnel, it just zooms in on that tunnel hole. Yeah, that's your transition right there. You have your transition of going into the tunnel, and you have your transition of coming out of the tunnel. And that, even TV, like I said, even shows have that. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. With that being said, nah, I don't need it. I just needed to go through all of that clarification, so no one tries to take me out of context on that one and say, oh yeah, Lampy thinks people with stingers is bad, like, or, you know, stingers, blah, 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 this and that. You know how people are. Anyway, so I just needed to preface and clarify all of that before I say, yeah, we don't need stingers. Or I don't need stingers. I don't need transition animation. I'm just gonna pop into the next scene like... That's it. That's it, that's all I really need. Just pop in from one to the other, just like that. Boom. Done. Alright, let's see. Ryu was standing under the loincloth during the summoning and got upset. Okay, that's messed up. Alright, let's see. That one I can't make... Okay, so I saw that part. I don't need stingers, but what if you become a scorpion? Okay, to be fair, the rot moth has stinger arms, so I guess we do need stinger... Okay, I said I don't need stingers. I didn't say I didn't want one. There you go, problem solved. Actually, the neighborhood of Make-Believe is set up in the same soundstage. They never were able to film the house and their neighborhood at the same time. Exactly, that's what I mean. In order to switch from one scene to the next, they just need that little transition period so they could move on to the next stage, even though the next stage is in a completely different building. But there you go. But what I mean is, in the show, it's just the other side of the wall. Lampy, I wanted to send you a friend request on Discord, but I can't find you. Really? Let me see. Are you in the... Wait, yeah, you're in the Discord server, right? If you're in the Discord server, that might make things easier. If not... I don't know what to do. That's a tricky one. But yeah, now that we got these images, let's figure out how to draw a Dark Magician and Flame Swordsman, but from the other side of the image, which is just a card. So that's going to be a trick. We'll figure it out. So let's start with Flame Swordsman. New layer. Flame. You know what? We'll just call it Flame. Wait. Oh, whoops. Whoops. My bad. Wrong button. So we got Flame Swordsman. Now we're just going to make a shape of him, because since he's in the foreground, we want him to be off in the distance, somewhere around here. We're also going to get a different shape for this. Let's try a dark orange for this. Maybe even almost red. Let's try that color tone. Let's put our brush at 100% sharpness, and let's put the opacity of said brush to 100. We could try to figure out how to draw Flame Swordsman. Let's figure this out. He's got like this weird little... Why do I keep saying weird for everything? I just keep calling things weird when it's unusual, but I don't mean it in a negative way. I just say it because that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, There's a... Okay, there's an unusual shape. That's the best way to go about it. An unusual shape right about here. That's around the helmet. Yeah, I kid you not. This is the shape of the helmet. So it's a little unusual. Something along those lines. That's the shape of the helmet. And then there's this horn that pops up at the top. Something like that. And now that I think about it, Flame Swordsman's armor is kind of reminding me of either a dinosaur or a bug. Weird is a weird word. Weird is a weird word. Gun? Gun. Thank you for redeeming gun. Yes, Lampy has 3 arms. I don't know what to tell you. Don't believe me? Boom. So I guess that's like 7 legs? Oh well, it is what it is. Thank you for redeeming gun. At least weird isn't wired differently. I don't get it. I shall be lurking by the way, currently multitasking with some works. All good, all good. You do your multitasking, you do your working, and I hope it goes well. And I hope you enjoy the stream in the meantime while we try to figure out how to draw a flame swordsman, which is really coming out to look like a bug right now. Also, let me check up on one other thing. And EB, you are now in the Discord. Welcome on in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Also, everyone who is here, what was the words I was going to say? Everyone who's here, stay safe out there. Anyone who is stuck in a blizzard, anyone who's dealing with the snow, I hope that things aren't too hectic. I hope things get a little easier. And I hope that snow subsides soon. Me personally, I would like snow, but I also hear that it's pretty bad out there. So I hope y'all don't. I hope y'all have fun snow. I hope y'all have fun snow. Also, I saw something on the news. Be careful when if you are someone who decides to go sledding via car ride. Be careful with all of that. Be careful with all of that, because I heard too many I just heard a story recently where. Wait, hold on a minute. Oh, I know what it is. It's the gun. The gun messed that up. Hold on a minute. There we go. And we're back. There we go. I was trying to figure out, where did my layers go? Anyway, I heard stories about people sledding with a car, and when that car took a turn, the sled continued to go in the same trajectory as it originally was, flew over a curve, and the 2 people that were on that sled slammed into a freaking telephone pole. Or a tree. I don't remember which one of the 2, but they slammed into a pole or a tree. And, only one of them made it out alive. But they did not make it out in one piece. So, stay safe out there, especially if you're deciding to go sledding. Be safe when you go sledding. Watch out for, car sledding. Sometimes that could be a little tricky. I've been playing my current game Obsession. Ooh, what game Obsession are you playing now there, Sherbert? anyone who is dealing with the snow, please send it my way. I would be appreciative. Send it to Lampy. I wouldn't mind snow out here, but I would also be very, very concerned if there was snow in my area, especially around the city. Because, like I said, I live in a desert on the far, far east side. Yeah, east side, west side? No, I'm on the west side. I'm in the desert area on the west side. So if something, somehow, some way, this place snowed, I would be concerned. Nevada could use some snow more than South Cali. Yes, I kind of agree. The problem is, if places like that snowed, something's wrong with the environment in general. Yo, Sabby the Kiwi, welcome on in. How you be? Hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Need snow, it's so humid. Ooh, sorry to hear that there, friend. But I hope things are getting better. I hope things are going well. Thank you for the hydrate. And thank you for redeeming Snoff. Speaking of snow, folks, if you like this here Snoff model, this is here a snow moth. If you like this model, you can find it on the Etsy page, or not the Etsy page. You can find it on the Coffee page. Absolutely free, no charge at all. Free snow moth model. And it comes with actually it only comes with like 2 features that I could think of. Actually, I don't even think it comes with 2 features. It just comes with wing animation. So yeah, if you wanted your very own Snoth model and you wanted wing animations and all of that stuff, go check out the Coffee page, put !KOFI, and you can get your own Snoth model for no charge at all, absolutely free. If it does charge you, let me know and I'll move it somewhere that doesn't charge. There you go. We're just gonna toss this here Snoth right over here, right under the lamp. There we go. Perfect. Munch? Where are we munching on? Why you got food? Why don't I get food? Wait, where is my food? I didn't get food. Let me figure that out later. Anyway, Nevada. Place name. Translates to snow-covered mountain. Well, at least it's better than Los Angeles. What does Los Angeles translate to? City Angels. But it's literal hell. The irony when you think about it. City of Angels. Perpetually on fire. Maybe Judgment was already casted here. Or maybe it's just been constantly casted, like, you know what? But yeah, let's see. I'm good. It's 70% humidity. 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh. I was gonna say 67 isn't too bad, but that humidity. Not much irony. Don't forget, Lucifer was an angel. True. This is where he crash landed. That's why it's called City Angels, because this is where they dropped him. This is where they casted him. Like, you are forever to stay in a land of perpetual, of absolute corruption, perpetual fire, where everyone is miserable and struggling to stay alive. Hell? Yeah, I mean, you could call it that. We like to call it California. All right, let me see. And if anyone's saying, like, and if anyone's thinking, Lampy, that's kind of rude to talk about that sort of place. Hey, I have the right to say it. I live here. I don't want to live here, but I do. Although, I like Pizza Hut. And it's in walking distance. So it's definitely, I will say, that outweighs everything else I just mentioned. The corruption, the perpetual fire, the ridiculous living cost. At least I have walking distance Pizza Hut. That's just me coping, in all honesty. That's just me huffing the cope. Oh, I am drawing that, I'm drawing the armor plate wrong. It's actually a little rounder at that side. Apparently so. Or apparently it's a little rounder on that side. Something more like that. Something like that. Something like that. Something along those lines. There we go. As for the rest of the armor, I have no idea. But we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Of course, we are just sketching at the moment. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this part away so we can retry this, because I want to actually put him in a pose. Gonna bring the shoulder down a bit. We're gonna keep this arm up because of what I want to do. You can't see me right now, but I want to give him a pose where he's holding that greatsword. In order to give him that pose of holding that greatsword, I just gotta change up the arms a little bit. One arm, that's another arm, something like that. That should be solid enough. Something like that, something right there. There we go, that should be good. Let's clean up that whole thing too a little bit. There we go. Much better. Also, thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, let me see. I legit played this game for 5 minutes, looked down at the clock. It's been 5 hours. I haven't moved from this spot. What game is this? Let me double check. Let me see. Playing the second closed beta of Animo, a cute creature capture game that is basically Genshin if it were a creature capture game. Oh, Genshin but Pokemon. Fair enough, fair enough. That actually sounds pretty cool right there. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. Is it a free game or do you have to pay for that one? Let's see, there are multiple hells in USA, LA, City of Angels, a nice place in Michigan with ice cream socials. What's ice cream socials? And New Jersey. You know what? Fair enough, fair enough. Also, I know that feeling when you see a game or you see a game that you just want to play for hours on, or yeah, you want to play and then you realize how long you've been playing, you start to question your life choices, or you just accept that, yeah, this is my life now. That is me with about 2 different games right now. The first one being, obviously, Elden Ring Night Rain, and the other one being Crypt of the Necrodancer. Whenever I've started playing Crypt of the Necrodancer again recently, and good lord, stage 4 in that game is absolutely killer. I almost beat that one level with the freaking Bell Knight, except I couldn't get that last attack on him. I freaking died there, which sucks because it is a struggle and a half just to get to him already, let alone even get the first shot on him. And that part it just angered me and all of that, because I was like, I was absolutely infuriated there. Because I looked at that and I realized he just needed one more hit, one more heart, one more damage, and we were good. I would have been able to beat that one and move on to the next level. But nope. He did one charge attack, that one shot me, and now I'm back to square one all over again. Gotta go through the next 3 levels before I could get back to that boss. I love Crypt of the Necrodancer. It's a really, really fun game, but I hate it sometimes because of moments like that. There's just too many moments in that game where RNG just is not in my favor. But that's what happens when you play a roguelite, am I right? Sometimes you just gotta accept that. That's how what's it called works. But yeah, again, it's one of those things where you're playing that game and then you realize, huh, the sun's out. How did that happen? All right, let's see. Lampy is from California. Imagine living in that state. I know, right there, Ryu. Imagine living in that state. Like, God, who on earth would be crazy enough to live there? Like, Jesus Christ, you gotta be insane to live in California, am I right? I need to get out. It's gonna be free to play. Releases in the summer. Ooh, nice. Gotta give that game a shot then. That sounds pretty fun. Ice Cream Socials is where people come together and meet their neighbors and share ice cream in public. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds actually pretty cool. Like everyone just coming outside like, who's got ice cream? I'd go outside for some ice cream, just socialize a little bit, like, hey, what's up? What flavor is that? Where's the pistachio? You know, stuff like that, you know? Oh yeah, also recently I was talking to my brothers again, or I was talking to one of my brothers again about sword, what's it called? Sword placement, or like sword handling. Like how people used to handle swords back in the day. And I'm specifically aiming for one of those poses for this one. For the Flame Swordsman over here, because I was talking to my brother about that, because I mentioned Elden Ring to my brother, because my brother was talking... How do I explain it? So, I was talking to my brother about sword position. Like holding a sword, holding a weapon, wielding that sword. Because my brother wanted to play a game that had a medieval vibe to it, a Viking vibe to it, more specifically. And I recommended Elden Ring. And my brother tells me about how he liked, the game Elden Ring sounds pretty cool, but he's not a fan of the fact that the late game armors for most fantasy games look ridiculous. And I told my brother, oh, that's okay. You're playing a Souls-like game, or you're playing a FromSoft game. You don't have to care about what armor you're wearing. They all suck anyhow. It did not go down... How do I say it? It was not taken the way that I thought it would have. I thought it would have been taken in a way where I was trying to explain that... Or I was trying to convince my brother that don't worry about what armor you wear, just wear what you think is cool, because you're gonna get killed in 1 or 2 shots anyhow, so focusing on the numbers is not really important. I saw that as a positive. He saw it more as, so the armor doesn't matter. Yeah, so why am I picking armor? Or why am I playing this game if the armor doesn't matter? What's the point of the stats then? Like, look, this was supposed to be a positive, so you can enjoy the armor that you want, not nitpick the stats. But that's just how it be sometimes, so it's like, okay, alright. And then we got into the talks about the shields and how they wield shields in Elden Ring, because, oh, that's what it was. If the armor didn't matter, then what's the point? I'm like, well, if you want defense in your game, just pick up a shield. The shield can help you with guarding. And then, you know, the talk of how the shield is held in FromSoft games in general, like all the Souls-like games, or all the FromSoft Souls games, how the shield is held in such an inconvenient way that if you tried holding, not even holding the shield, if you tried just putting your arm in the same position of how the character holds the shield in the FromSoft games, you would actually hurt your wrist. So the thought of, you know, trying to block with something like that is probably not only insufficient, but two, detrimental to your well-being. And then we started talking about great swords and all of that, and how when it comes to great swords, a lot of let me try to make a quick pose for a character right here. When you see the positioning of a character holding a great sword in most series, it's usually something like this. Big old sword like that, where holding that sword, you know, holding a great sword, you know what, let's make it a great sword. Let's go with the classic idea of what a great sword is portrayed as in most media. There you go. That's usually what a great sword is portrayed as in most media, where in real life, a great sword is a little bit thinner. Actually, a lot thinner. Because in order to hold a weapon like that one, you're going to need to be a bodybuilder, and two, not even a bodybuilder. One, you're going to need to be a weightlifter, a professional weightlifter, and two, don't expect to swing that thing. The best you're going to be able to do is just lift it up and let the weight do the rest of the work and let it just crash down. You're not going to be able to pull off any of the things that you see in most series where they're just swinging that thing willy-nilly all over the place. No. Your best bet with a sword this big is just lift it up and let it drop. Where with this sword over here, you can do the swinging around, but you're less likely to cleave with that weapon. You're more so just knocking people away or, you know, stabbing them from afar, but you ain't really doing any of that willy-nilly crazy stuff except swinging that thing and keeping people beyond arm's length. There you go. A lot thinner to not break forearms when the sword makes contact with anything. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. But anyway, so that's one arm, or yeah, so talking about sword, going back to the main thing. Sword poses when people are wielding swords. They usually just have the sword like either in one hand, and obviously that's not the right way to go about it because you ain't got this, or nobody's got this, most people don't have the strength for that. And the second arm pose is the double-handed one, but you also notice something about it. You'll see what I mean soon enough. And you may notice where the problem lies. One, if you had a large sword, even if it wasn't even like one of those fantasy setting great swords, let's go with regular traditional great, or you know, like a practical great sword, or at least a portrayal of a practical great sword, like the Zweihander or something. Also, for those of you that don't know, Zweihander is like 2 in German. How do I know? I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's this one monster called Cyber Dragon Zwei, and then Cyber Dragon Trey, stuff like that. And that's where I learned that Zwei meant 2. Anyway, point being is, even if you had like a sword that wasn't too large and was a little bit thinner and was, you know, a little more manageable, holding it in this pose is still wouldn't be that ideal, because now you got all this weight all the way up here and it's coming down, and more importantly, holding the sword in this kind of pose kind of leaves you in a very difficult position because how do I put it? the weight isn't balanced. The weight isn't... Yeah, you don't have all the weight in a contained spot. So now this part is weighing you down a little bit while you're holding it all the way at this point. It's actually similar to what I mentioned a long time ago when it came to pen pressure. If you wanted less pressure on your pen, you hold it from the very, very tip of the pen. You're able to put less pressure on it. So, if you're holding a giant sword at the very, very end over here, and you have it all the way out here, your weight distribution, that's the word, weight distribution. Your weight distribution kind of sucks. So, having it like that does not make a lot of sense either. This is why, when going with the Flame Swordsman pose, we're going with this pose right here. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna show you the pose from the front with this little stick figure. The pose that we're going with is this pose right here, where the sword is closer to the body. The sword, or, you know, the arms are more buckled in, which means you have, or, you know, you have a better strength of position on that. And more importantly, the sword is straight up. This way, as mentioned before with the previous poses, the weight distribution isn't all messed up. As again, if you're holding your sword like that, or like that, the weight distribution is a little messed up. And if you're holding it with one hand, obviously, if it's a large sword, you're not going to be able to pull that one off very well. You're not going to be able to really swing that, or even hold it up for very long. So if you hold it in that sort of position, as you can see right there, where you got your arms a little more tucked in, a little bit closer to the body, and the sword is lifted straight upwards. This gives you better weight distribution, and when you're ready to swing, you're able to just, like, kind of let it drop and, you know, use the momentum to move it to the side, something like that. And, you know, just start swinging that thing all over the place, give yourself some distance, all that nonsense. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, with that being all said and done, now I hope that explains why we're going with that, hand, or yeah, that arm position for the Flame Swordsman over there. Boom. Because we want that arm to be tucked in a little bit, and we want that sword to be upwards, so it shows that, you know, that weight distribution. He's able to hold that sword up. Granted, we're still going with the fantasy setting because that is a big fantasy fire sword, so just accept that they got ridiculous strength, that they're able to wield a sword that looks like a freaking chunk of metal. Oof. I hope that explains it. Alright. I've never lasted more than a few seconds in the second stage. I don't blame you. Crypt of the Necrodancer is a tough game. I'm surprised I even made it to level 4. Like, level 1 was tricky at first, trying to get the swing of things. No pun intended. Stage 2, I had a little bit of a better understanding of the game, so after that I was able to, you know, get a better feel for everything, get a better understanding of how things worked. Stage 3, I had a better understanding that, oh yeah, this game, just because you understand it now doesn't mean it's going to be easy. You're going to have to rely a little bit on luck. Stage 4. Good lord, am I going to have to rely on luck and understanding these mechanics again, and remembering how to kill a dragon in this game, because the dragons, the moment they show up, especially the frost dragon, ooh, the frost dragon is the worst one. But it's possible to kill, but good lord, is it tough. All this trash talking of California is making me crave some In-N-Out. You know what? Honestly, In-N-Out is still a good spot. Like, despite all the smack that I've been saying about California right now, In-N-Out. It's cheap, it's cheap, It's good. The food is nice. Apparently, the people that work there, they get pretty decent pay. And they also get, from what I've heard, they get pretty decent pay. And they also get, what's the other thing? What the? Apparently, there's a spot around here that I need to get a hold of. But anyway, they get pretty decent pay. So that's pretty awesome. Like I said, from what I've heard, they get pretty decent pay. If anyone can correct me on, or yeah, if anyone wants to correct me on that one and they have proof, feel free to let me know. But yeah, either way, point being is they got good food, and I like the what is the thing called? What is the other word? The strawberry lemonade they have there. God, the strawberry lemonade is really, really good. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's strawberry lemonade. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, so I need to put Flame Swordsman on this image right quick, because... Okay, so... For anyone who's seen the card game Yu-Gi-Oh! And has played some, or, you know, has seen some of the more recent artworks, or especially the artworks around 2015, between 2015 and 2020, you may have noticed that there's a lot of orbs on those Yu-Gi-Oh! Monsters, the classic Konami orbs, that sort of stuff. And I thought, yeah, that sounds about right. Ain't no Yu-Gi-Oh! Series like, yeah, it ain't a Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster if it don't have all them orbs. Thank you for the hydrate. I greatly appreciate that. Welcome on in here, Lil. Let's give a shout out to Lil. Very funny streams, really awesome times. Go check out their throne. Go invade that thing. I highly recommend it. Not my throne, your throne. Also, Lil, check it out. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I gotta showcase something right quick. One, Lampy's got a flamethrower now. Two, we just updated the wing model on the birds. Check that out.
Guess what day it is, you ukak?
No one has to remember what day it is. No one has to remember what day it is. Hold on a minute. Hey, Destroyer, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. I forgot that I did not update the flamethrower to change size. I might need to work on that one later. But anyway, the point being is, no one has to remember what day it is. Hey, Destroyer, welcome on in. How you be? Tiny arm indeed. That part was supposed to update along with everything else, but we'll figure that out later. But anyway, Tuesday still? Yeah, it's Tuesday. And that's it. Tuesday. And that is all. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's give a shout out to Destroyer. If you haven't checked out Destroyer, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games, really awesome streams, really cool stuff, really chill times. Also, they play a lot of top-down shooters, or top-down strategy games. They also play a lot of shooters, all that crazy stuff, all them cool streams, all of that good stuff. So yeah, go check them out. Also check it out, Flamethrower. Yes, I am completely changing the subject, so we don't have to talk about what day it is. That is about it. Nothing more, nothing less. The Tuesday, let's see. So it's Tuesday, certainly not Lampy, blah, 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 blah. Nothing more, nothing less. Flamethrower? Yeah, flamethrower. Now there's an actual flamethrower instead of just the mech. Hold on a minute. Gotta toss the bird away for a second. Also, I wanted to showcase the little logo on the flamethrower. Had to get that clean... Wait, I have to say this properly. I had to get that clean burning fuel, I tell you what. Yep. Because we want to make sure that you taste the meat, not the heat. Alright then, anyway. It's Tuesday, January 27th, the day of... No. I mean, well, yeah, but that's not the point. Everybody shut up. Also, Quee, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Let's give a shout out to the Quee. Go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. They play a lot of Souls games. They play a good variety of games. If you're a fan of Repo, Night Rain, I think they finished Expedition 33, but doesn't mean they don't have other games down the road. Resident Evil games, all that sort of fun stuff. And if you like very funny and chaotic streams, it's a bird. It's a bird. Yeah. 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 Let's go with that. Anyway. It can't be today. We would have known for sure. Yeah. It's only that day. There totally isn't any other day that I was forced to, or contractually obligated to announce. Or not announce, but contractually obligated to reveal. No. Just a day, like any other day. Just a day that I decided it is just a non-particular day at all whatsoever that I decided to showcase these model update reveals, and that's it. That is all. Yeah. Anyway, so going back to it. Let me see. Flamethrower? Yeah, flamethrower. Also, welcome on in there, Toaster Strudel. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there. It's Taco Tuesday. Indeed, it do be the Tuesday. What day is it? Well, I guess I'm contractually obligated to it, or to explain this, but...
It's a birth?
Well, thank you, Bert. Thank you, Lil. Thank you for explaining. You know what? There you go. There's your answer. Anyway, moving on. Reed's note states here that Lamparuni and Moth is contractually obligated to distract and evade all birthday allegations. Yes, exactly. Yo, Myoto, welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. I'm sorry that I have to say it, but I am one kind person and must say... I'm sorry, what is all of that? Okay, hold on a minute. Wait. Okay,
Happy
first
birth,
off...
Mom, Dad.
Okay, first off... One...
Thank you at the _ Myoto.
Well, that... Also, shut off. Thank you for the 6 months. 2... That is 25. That is a lot of... Okay, 1, that is 25.
Tiny
2...
arm.
Yes, tiny arm. Save your money. 2... What's the word I'm looking for? I got distracted by tiny arm. Anyway... 1, thank you for the bits. I greatly appreciate it. 2, 25 subs. 1, what is wrong with you? 2, save your money. I thought we'd been through this. Everybody save your money. No more. No more. Save your money. Thank you for the gifted Lampy tax. No Lampy tax. No Lampy tax. No Moth tax. No Lampy Moth tax. I know what y'all are trying to do. No cult tax. Well, actually, there's a cult tax, but it's not over here. Y'all ever heard of this?
Moth tax.
Okay. All right. Okay, listen. Did you really gift a sub to Funny? Alright, somebody's got jokes. Okay.
Hype train.
How is it? Okay, how is it already level 7? Okay. Okay. Let's take a step back for a second here. Let's take a step back. Let's assess the situation. Let's rethink all of this here, shall we? 1, why? 2, ignore the birthday. 3, it is January. Christmas has already happened. It's time to save money. It is time to cool it down.
But Mom, Dad, moth tax.
No moth tax. You know what? Let me see. Let me think of another one. Hold on a minute. Let me go get the... Really? Really? Wait, did you just give a shout out to the Watchman? Okay. Well, actually, I think the Watchman is actually someone who's popped up here once. Let me look for something. Since y'all want to talk about moth tax, hold on a minute. I have something around here somewhere. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? I know I have it saved somewhere. Oh, here we go. Let me find another one. Let me see. Who is one that we haven't shouted out for moth tax yet? Thank you for the crab rave. Let me see. I'm looking through these moths here. Oh, hey, you know what? We haven't talked about this one. Oh, hey, yeah, perfect. Y'all ever heard of charcoal moth? Charcoal moth is a moth. That's a moth tax right there. You should totally go to charcoal moth and go give a shout out and spend your moth tax over there. Or pay your moth tax over there. See, there you go. There is a moth tax. You could go over to charcoal moth and go pay over there. See, problem solved. Why is there another 5? Okay, hold on a minute. Why is there another 5? Also, what is the extra? Okay, that's another 200. I'm gonna invade Lil's throne. And I'm gonna buy another thing. Yes, because of all of this. I'm gonna invade Lil's throne and send money there. Also, let's catch up with some things, because I missed a lot because of all of this, whatever y'all are doing right now. Let me catch up with some things. I mean, I didn't say it was Lambert Mostyn's birthday. Uh-huh. Sure. It can't be today. He would have known for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fun fact, there was one time where I actually forgot my own birthday. Okay, Reed's note states here that Lamborghini... Okay, so I saw that part. I am a kind person and must say happy birthday, dear moth and the lamp variety. Or of the lamp variety. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes there, Mayoto. Save your money. We've been through this. Bird on fire? I mean, we've tried once before and it doesn't work out all that well. Okay. Look, when he uses the flamethrower. What about it? All right, let me catch up some things. Also, let's give a shout out to Unholy Requiem before I forget. Because I nearly forgot to give a shout out to Requiem. Folks, if you are a fan of Souls-like games, they're currently playing a game right now. They're currently playing the, what's the game called? They are currently playing Code Vein 2. So if you're a fan of the Code Veins and you want to see the brand new game, go check out Requiem. They also play a lot of Night Rain, a lot of Elden Ring, all sorts of stuff. Go check out the Requiem when you get the chance. I highly recommend it. Also check it out, Flamethrower. Flamethrower, I said. Flamethrower. Button. There we go. By the way, check it out, Flamethrower. All that cool stuff. Yeah. Also, Dyfid, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Dyfid. Not gonna lie, I think this might actually be the first stream of the entire month. Okay, so the hype train is over. Thank God, I'm free.
Lamp, I'm called.
Or at least I thought I would. Thank you for the resubscription there, Dyfid. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the 23 months. Folks, go check out Dyfid. I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. Awesome stuff, and everybody stopping by from Dyfid's stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're currently, well, two things. One, it's a drawing stream, but we're also showcasing the brand new model updates to the Lampy and the Bird model. Lampy got a flamethrower. It even has its own fire animation. And the Bird got a new update where we switched out, or yeah, there's a outfit update, wing updates, all of that good stuff. And yeah, that's about it. Hope y'all enjoy your day. Hope y'all enjoy your stay. And if you got to take care of things, go take care of those things. You never feel bad about writing or running because that's what rates are all about. But if you decide to go around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. Whew, that was a lot of words. Okay, but hear me out. What are we hearing out there? Yeah, what are we hearing out there, Destroyer? What are we hearing out? We've been through this. I'm saving money, but not giving, or yeah, by not giving more. Okay, so Myoto wants to be funny. I see you. I see you. Okay. All right. I also see Destroyer wants to be funny. Okay. Fair enough. Whatever. Per chance? Sure. Yeah, whatever. Why am I still a mom dad? When did I why do people keep adopting me as their parent? All right, let's see. I may have also wanted to do this to get the hype train going so people would get notified about your birthday. So what I'm hearing is I should ban Myoto. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that. Not for that reason, anyway. All right. I can't believe my sub is ending. Sorry to hear that there, Phoenix. Let's see. But yeah, everyone who got a sub, please thank the person who gave you said sub, because for some reason they decided, let's support this bug by throwing money. So any of you who got subs, thank them, because really awesome people. Not ready for that. And well, now I feel lightheaded. All right, let's see. Oh gods, yeah. But hey, it's over. The level 7 hype train is over. We finally got the 33. Okay, so yeah, there's that. 33 subs. And then 1,500 bits. Okay. All right. Stay out of my throne. Make me. All right, let's see. Good thing I have nothing you can get me back at, get me back at. Myoto, the moment I find out, like, if I ever find out that you stream, I'm going to make sure you get affiliate. And when you do, hype trains will be had. Happy Lamp Day. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Throne? Hey, no. You stay away from the throne. Nobody goes near the throne. Not my throne, anyway. Go near, Quee's throne, Lil's throne, Mooney's throne, Bambi's throne, Jira's throne. Who else has a throne? I'll figure it out. But yeah, also welcome on in there, Genie Problem. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. Welcome on in there, Shadov. Welcome on in there, Dyfid. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you had a lot of fun with the code vein too. And he screams a lot. Oh yeah, Requiem screams a lot too. Choo-choo? Well, choo-choo's over, so I'm finally free. What is this emote? Alright, so this is the emote I got. I hate the fact that it's a crown. I hate the fact that the emote is a crown. Okay. Also, where's my music? Well, now that I know that... Oh, wait, what the... Why this track? Why is it playing this track? Where's the playlist? Hold on a minute. I was wondering what happened there. Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Why is it switching out of the playlist? You're supposed to stay in that playlist. Hold on a minute. We're gonna figure this out. Okay, now it stays in the playlist. Okay, good. All right, we're back on track. Now let me see. And he's sticking us up with a flamethrower. No, I'm not. Doing a stick up would mean that I demand something from you. Nah, I just want to set you on fire. All right, let's see. Whew. Let me see. Let me see. Paid my moth, mom, dad tax. There is no moth tax. Well, there is a moth tax, but go to charcoal. There's your moth tax. Go follow charcoal moth. Go support the charcoal moth. There's your moth tax right there. There you go. Stay away from the throne there, Phoenix. I see you. Lampy those. Those what? What happened? Save? Good idea. Where's my file? There it is. Let's save right there. Guess who's back? Welcome on in there, Landon. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. What's a crab? That's a good question. What is a crab? It's a model I need to work on after I finish off the ferret. Birthday king? No. No. None of that. No. We all cease. I don't feel like just going to bed. But I want to finish off this artwork. But yeah, because of going back to the other thing. Going back to the model assets that I made, or that I have almost nearly finished. Because of that, I should be able to work on, or I should have the Elden Ring streams up and running this coming February, like I mentioned earlier. What am I going to be picking as my build? I have no idea, but I'll figure it out when we get there. But yeah, with that being said, how's everybody's weekend been? I hope it's been going well. I hope it's been good. As for me, I think I finally got my... what's the word I'm looking for? I think I finally got my sleep schedule under wraps. I think I finally got my sleep schedule intact. So, it might be in a decent spot. Maybe. I will find out later on down the road. Along with, or yeah, with that being said, I think that's about everything. I think that's everything that's been coming to mind. Like, outside of that, I think after that, that's all my projects for the next couple, God knows how long. Also, I need to find time to play 2 different games now. Because there's still one, like I said, I still want to play Elden Ring. I want to try out Lort. For those of you that don't know what Lort is, it's this medieval-looking game that looks very similar to Risk of Rain 2. I want to find out more about that. I want to give that one an honest shot. And I need to finally take an opportunity to play Rising Revengeance, because good lord, I've been wanting to play that game for God knows how long. I've been wanting to play that one for years now. And by years, I mean way back in like 2015, 2014, 2013. I don't remember what year it was exactly. But I know it was when it first came out, and my friend let me try it out once. I was like, yep, I need to get this game when I get the chance. First chance I get, I need to get that game. When exactly, I do not know. But one of these days, I need to get that game. And bring up this character just a little bit more. Yeah, I think right here should be good. We're going to toss him right over there. Get the rest of the pose in. There we go. We got the pose I was looking for. I think. Nah, not quite. There we go. Much better. Because the other one looked fancy and stylized, but it also didn't look like, you know, they were holding themselves up. I'm also going to have to apologize there, folks. We're going to have to flatten the... the rump roast. There we go. And now that we got that, now we just add the second part of the clothing. Or now we just actually add the clothing on top of the armor and stuff, which is just this giant... What do you call the waist cape? Because this dude has a waist cape. But I don't know what it's called exactly. I know there should be a specific term for whatever a waist cape is. But I don't know what it's called. If anyone knows what it's called, let me know. Because I honestly have no clue. I just know it's that it's something that exists. There we go. All right. Also, I think ads are about to start. Hollow bird. All right, let's add the hollow bird to the screen. Which, by the way there, folks, if you see this little figure right here, this is a, what's it called? Hollow Knight inspired model, which you can get one of your own custom designed ones at an affordable price. Or I want to say it's a reasonable price. At the vgen page, we also have the simple template on the coffee page absolutely free. But if you want to customize it, or if you want to get it commissioned as your very own custom Hollow Knight model of your choice, you can contact me directly or go to the vgen page and send me the reference sheet, and you can get your very own Hollow Knight designed figure of your very own. It even comes with its own weapon. Check it out. See? Weapon. So yeah. Go pick up, or yeah, feel free to commission for your very own Hollow Knight inspired model of your very own. We need birthday cake? I'll show you a birthday cake. All right, let's see. So it might be a lie. I haven't heard that joke in ages. I should play Portal. My weekend week has been good. Nice, nice, nice. I'm glad to hear that the weekend was good. I have not been able to sleep well all week. Honestly, I don't blame you. I don't know what it is, but sleep is a tough thing to do. In all seriousness, sleep is a tough thing to do. Heck, I've been struggling with sleep all week. I would say it's very fortunate that I've actually been able to make it to these streams on time, because both Sunday and Friday, I was dead tired, and I'm surprised I actually managed to pull them off. And today, I needed to make sure I got up. Even though I was tired in the morning, I needed to make sure. I gotta go to sleep early this afternoon, or not even this afternoon. I gotta go to sleep before noon, so I can wake up on time for this stream. But I'm not gonna lie, part of me was also still working on the Millennia assets, like rigging them and all of that, and I personally thought I should just keep on working on that, and I thought, no. I'm not going to be able to make it on time. I'm not going to be able to make it at all if I don't do this. I need to go to sleep. I need to go to bed. And I'm surprised it worked out. Now, what on earth was I doing again? Oh, right. Flame swords. Where is that flame swordsman exactly? All right, so he's right there. Okay, that seems reasonable enough, but we're also going to make him just a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. Right there should be good. Maybe even smaller than that. There, perfect. Flame swordsman right there. That's just one of the two figures that we need to add there. You might even put him a little bit further down here. Something like that. Actually, no. Leave him... Actually, let's move him a little bit closer to the side. There we go, perfect. Now that we got that sketch, let's work on the sketch of Dark Magician. We're just going to call it Magician. Now let's try to get that purple. Because yes, we need more purple, because it ain't Dark Magician if it ain't purple. That's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. We got the red Dark Magician, we got the black Dark Magician, we got... Okay, I guess we only have 3 colors of Dark Magician. Now, there's 2 different types of purple Dark Magician, but that's still purple. Alright, let me try to catch up some things. Okay, so we caught up with that. What lunatic would say happy birthday to him every day? Wait, where did that come from? Oh, I see, okay. His biddies and subs for the birthday, or yeah, for his birthday. Oh, for maybe birthday today. Oh, every day is his birthday. What lunatic would say happy birthday to him every day? I wonder, Ryu. What sort of lunatic would say happy birthday every single day? Anyway. The snow moth looks like Arthur from the PBS cartoon. Oh. You know, now that you mention it, I kind of see it. I kind of see the Arthur. I need to give him the little Arthur meme where it's just the hand. Like, just the gripped hand showing, like, frustration or anger or something. We need to put that meme in there. He didn't start the fire. It was always burning. A fire. There ain't no fire. Also, unless we're talking about... I know we're talking about Flame Swordsman, unless we're talking about Lampy, in which case, yes, I did start the fire. Sue me. Actually, no, I didn't start the fire. You know what? We're going back to square one. I didn't start the fire. It was always burning. It was burning when I got here. What flamethrower? I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't exist. So the moment they look away, like, all right, time to set fire number 2. Now, let's make Dark Magician over here. And yes, Dark Magician does need to have the purples. What was that? Yo, Dracula, thank you for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're Lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. In the meantime, we're going to be drawing this here Dark Magician, and we're going to try to figure things out. Let's see. Lampy presses trigger, hides torch behind back. Where'd that fire come from? Exactly. Like what fire? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no fire here. That's basically how it goes, like, the moment they turn their back. Where'd that fire come from? What fire? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no flamethrower. Yeah, there's no flamethrower. There's no gun. I don't know where you got that impression from. Yeah. Now, which button did I just press? One of these buttons. Okay, so that button, that button, that button. Boom. There we go. And we're back on track. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad that you like the model. I drew and rigged it myself. We're talking about the bug, right? Alright. You mean a Lampula. Why not both? Well, actually, to clarify, both models were drawn and rigged by me. Good lord, the bird, drawing and rigging the bird was a pain. It was all well worth it. Also, drawing the Rot Moth model. Well, yeah, we're not looking at the Rot Moth model right now, but there's a lot of models that were worked on. But that Rot Moth model, like just working on the artwork alone, you'll see more of that when we start playing Elden Ring. But yeah, that one, whew, that was also a pain. I'm glad that you like the work. Welcome to the cult. No cult. We've been through this, no cult. We ain't talking about that cult nonsense no more. We leave it behind. Can't we leave the cult behind in 2025? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Can't we leave the cult back in 2025? Come on, people. Come on. Come on. Can we leave the cult back in 2025? 2026. You know what? You know, the old saying, new year, new you. How about that, huh? New year, new you. No more cult. Am I right? Yeah? Gun? Gun. Thank you for redeeming gun. Come on. New cult, new art. Not new cult. Not new cult. I did not say that part. Okay, I'm just gonna go back. I did not say that part. Nobody heard that. We leave that part alone. Going back to the drawing. Just going back to the drawing. Bucket time. All right, we got to add a bucket. You know what? Yeah, let's distract ourselves with bucket right quick. Also, Ragna, welcome on in. Rykard, welcome back. Clip it. Don't clip it. Let me see. Where is that bucket? We got to add a bucket to the screen as well. Bucket. Which, by the way, there, folks, you see this bucket model right here. You can find it available and absolutely free on the coffee page. Just put exclamation point KOFI and you get your very own bucket. No charge at all. No price. Yeah, no charge at all. No money involved. You just pick up a bucket on coffee page and that's it. That's all. Use it as your model. Use it as a mascot. Use it however you wish. Video purposes, photo purposes, streaming purposes, whatever you want to use it for, you use it for that. If you want to find this and many more things, just put exclamation point KOFI and you can find this bucket as well as many other live 2D models. There you go. They also say new cult, new you. No. I did not say that part. Okay, I said that part, but nobody needs to remember that part. We all leave that alone. We all leave that alone. Okay. Cult endures as long as there is light on the lamp. I need to turn off the light. You know what? You know what? Where is it? This thing. You know what? You see this? You see this? Yeah. We're getting rid of it now. It's gone. There is no lamp. Lampy is king of the cult? No. How do you even be a king of the... Well, I guess there's a way to be king of the cult. Why am I even discussing this? No. There's no cult. There's no king. There's none of that. I didn't vote for no king. So, it's not a cult, but can it be a horde? I wouldn't mind that. You know, horde of moths. Could also be a squad, a crew. You know, that sort of thing. A mafia, if you will. Well, maybe not a mafia. That's going down an entirely different road, but, you know. Could be anything but a cult. Let's go with that. Yeah. No, one needs to remember that part. Okay, Lampy, next asset. Memory flash stick thingy. Okay, I have no idea what any of that sentence was. The neuralizer. Yeah, the neuralizer. Okay, you know what? That should be the next asset. Just put a neuralizer and just have everyone forget two things. One, forget my birthday. And two, forget that the cult even exists. And then boom, maybe I'll be free. So that means we can yell for the horde. You know what? Yeah, why not? Why not? For the horde. Yeah, I like that idea. All right, let's go back to drawing Dark Magician now. I would accept for the horde. Why do I feel like I'm falling into a trap? And I don't even know it yet. Like, I legit feel like I'm sitting here like, yeah, for the Horde. Why not? And I feel like the Horde is something that I should not be agreeing to. Is the Horde something I should not be agreeing to? I swear to God, if it's another cult. Should I put the magical hats? Part of me wonders if I should put the magical hats. I'll figure that out later. Also, I know we're making him rather skinny right now, but we haven't gotten to the part where we add muscle to him yet. Because I know Dark Magician... Okay, it depends on which iteration of Dark Magician. There's like 2 Dark Magicians where they're rather slim, and then there's the one from the last movie where they made Dark Magician extremely built for some reason. And I'm wondering, what sort of magic did you do? What sort of magic did you use where you just decided to buff your physical stats along with your magical stats? Like, okay. Dark Magician learned the ways of the steroids. He found the new chemical, or he found a chemical, a magical substance that allows him to produce more muscle and have more energy, and he decided to use that chemical to really beef up in that last movie. Because he was not that built in the anime. In the anime, he looked like a traditional wizard. Slim, mostly because he probably wasn't eating a lot, and most of his time went to studying the magics and the dark arts. And how to get, how to surpass that stinking dragon. But for some reason in that last movie, he decided, you know what? You seen Guy the Fierce Knight? I should do that. Or, well, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I understand what happened. Thank you for redeeming Fast Flutter. I think I understood what happened. This is a headcanon now. This is a headcanon. So, Dark Magician has been getting a lot of Gaia the Fierce Knight. Dark Magician has been getting a lot of Gaia's steeds. What do I mean by his steeds? There is a card art, or not even a card art, there is a card where Dark Magician has Curse a Dragon, as well as Gaia's spears. And there's also a card where Dark Magician is on top of Gaia the Fierce Knight's horse and his spears. Now, why am I bringing up all of this stuff? Well, it's because there's a Gaia the Fierce Knight card where Gaia is going into the more magical route. They call him Gaia the Magical Knight. And then you have 2 cards for Dark Magician, which is... I forgot what they were called. But... do I even have that Dark Magician card now that I think about it? Anyway, the point being is, there's 2 Dark Magician cards where he has Gaia's stuff. And there's 1 Gaia card, well, 2 Gaia cards, where he has magical wizard stuff. So, my headcanon is Gaia and Dark Magician, Gaia the Fierce Knight and Dark Magician have been hanging out a little more. They've been trading secrets. They've been, just hanging out like bros. And whenever Dark Magician takes Gaia's horse or his dragon, it's like, hey, can I borrow your car? And he's like, sure, if I could borrow that book. And this is where they've just been, what's the word I'm looking for? They've just been influencing one another. Like, they've just been a better influence for one another. Dark Magician has been getting built. Dark Magician has been getting fit. and Guy has been becoming more of a nerd. I believe this is the this in my head canon is that they've just been hanging out, and they've just they've been taking traits of one another. This is why Dark Magician has all that Guy the Fierce Knight stuff, and what Guy the Fierce Knight is being a bit more of a nerd. And going back to it originally, why Dark Magician in the more recent movies has been built like a freaking freight train. That is my headcanon on that. Also, Cersei, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to Circe. If you haven't checked out the Circe, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They do a good variety of streams. Really funny times over there. Really awesome stuff. They also do the Howl Redeem. You want to see Cersei? You want to hear Cersei howl? Go redeem the Howl Redeem. All of that good stuff. But yeah, also support the Cersei. I highly recommend that you do. Really awesome people. Really cool streams. Really great DM. I wish I was awake. To clarify on that. Or to clarify on that. We were supposed to, me, Circe, and a few others were supposed to play D&D this weekend. I didn't wake up on time. And so, yeah, that fell short. My bad. We're trying to find another day to continue that D&D game. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, also, everybody stop by from Cersei's stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time military, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're currently working on a Berserk Dragon art piece. We also showcased a couple of features on the models. One, you can see that we showcased new wings for the bird. And we also showcased, where is it? Flamethrower. Yes, that's right there, folks. The regular Lampy model finally has a flamethrower after all these years. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna figure out these buttons. After all these years, Lampy finally has a regular old flamethrower. Let's shut down the actual fire this time around. Let's move that out of the way. Let's get this model. And of course, you already know we had to have some inspirations for said flamethrower. Yes, we had to get that plain burning fuel. I'll tell you what. Yep. That plain burning fuel. We had to make sure, we had to make sure that when you taste that meat, you don't taste the heat. Yep. There we go. Hey guys, what good? Oh, my face. Oh, whoops, sorry. So yeah, there you go. All that cool stuff over there. With that being said, and like I was saying before, as mentioned, we got new wings for the bird. They open, they close. There's no toggles for that. A seamless transition from opening to closing. All that good stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that needed to be showcased. But yeah, go check out the Cersei. I highly recommend that you do. Uh-oh. What facial hair? Exactly, what facial hair? There's no such thing as face. Actually, you know what? That's a better way to go about it. Like, what facial hair? What face? There is no face in Bossing Say. Let's see. But yeah, I hope you're having a good day. I hope you had a lot of fun with the streams. How was the potion craft? I hope the potion craft went well. I hope it was good. I hope you had a lot of fun with that. Sent you some art in your DMs, Lampy. Feel free to check it out when you can. All right, sounds good, sounds good. I will check it out when I get I'll check it out when I get the opportunity. It shouldn't be too long, though. I should be able to get the opportunity to check it out soon. Well, I mean, let's see. It as a World of Warcraft reference. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Also, good to see you there, Cersei. Good to see you there, Ponder. Vexus. How's everybody be? The Cuke. Hope everybody's hope everyone's doing well. That's some serious headcanon you got there. I mean, it would make a lot of sense. It would explain a lot of stuff. It would explain why Dark Magician is absolutely jacked in the last movie. And why Guy the Fierce Knight is dabbling in the wizardry. I feel like, because there's a lot of moments where it's like, Guy the Fierce Knight is being a wizard now. And Dark Magician looks like a bodybuilder. There's something going on there. There's something going on, and I just can't prove it. Yeah, so we're going with the Dexter meme. Like, Dark Magician and Guy the Fierce Knight are dabbling in something together, but I just can't prove it. But maybe they'll show proof someday. Okay, maybe not like that. Not like that. Because I just realized what I just realized what the implications could be. And I realized, wait, let me backtrack on that. My headcanon is that they are roommates. That's not helping the case there. That's not helping my case there, EB. Well, not helping the previous case that I just realized the implications might be. But maybe. There should be a Gaia horse riding a cursed dragon, leaving the rider behind. Yes, there should be a card artwork where it's just Gaia's, yeah, the Gaia horse and the cursed dragon just running off into the sunset. There you go. They don't need no knight. All right, and no howl exists that I know of. That's because you don't believe, Cersei. That's because you don't believe. Yeah, being awake for D&D is ideal. True. I need to fix that. Lampy is casting Fireball in a small enclosed room. I mean, you're close there. You're close there, Ryu. There was a bonfire, and there was a spider butt, and I did set the spider butt on fire and throw it around like a soccer ball, or not a soccer ball, but like a crochet. No, not crochet. What's the game with the hammers? What's the game with the hammers and the balls? And you hit the balls with the little wooden hammers. What's that one called again? God, I can't believe I don't remember the name of that sport. Not foosball. Not cricket. Why do I feel like it is croquet? Thank you there, folks. Thank you there, Sirs, Tron, Shadov, basketball. Oh, basketball. Yes, basketball. Thank you for letting me know their bucket water. So we were talking about basketball. Yeah, it was. So yeah, croquet. That's the one where you get the little. That's the one where you get the little hammer. How do I put it? I was basically bunting a little spider, or not a little. I was bunting a giant spider butt around like I was playing croquet. By the way, that spider butt was also on fire. It was a very, very cursed day. It was a very, very cursed day that day. It all started with just going into a room and then spiders showed up, giant spiders. And then, for some reason, the emphasis on how the spider's butt was shaking aggressively just... Apparently, the talk of the spider butt just shaking its butt aggressively snowballed into one of the most cursed sessions we've had, well, as far as I know of, but it snowballed into a very, very cursed session. I would say one of the cursed sessions we've ever had, but that I showed up late, so there may have been worse. There may have been more cursed stuff that I don't even know about because they've been playing D&D before I even jumped into that thing. So they probably had some really wild stuff going on. Like whoever Lorgoth is. But yeah. It's just a spider who likes to shake its... Yeah, exactly. It's a spider who likes to shake its ass. And because of that, it got really, really cursed because one of our teammates, RL, decided to chop off one of the spider's butts. To kill it, they decided they're just going to lop off the entire spider butt. And they did this at least twice. And to follow up with that, I thought, you know what? Let's add a buff to my shield. I took one of those spider butts and stacked it onto the shield. And surprisingly, that turned out a lot better than I thought it would have in the last part of in the current boss fight. Because we ended up having to fight a Drider. Oh, the Decayer. Lorgoth the Decayer, that's the one. So, we're fighting a Drider, or a Drider. Drider. Dreidel. We're fighting a Dreidel. The giant spider thing, it sets webs all over the floor. And it turns out, setting that spider butt on fire and just rolling it across helped out for like one turn. Until the DM decided, you know what? I got a brand new idea. Just put fairy fire on everybody. So now the Drider knows exactly where we are. So yeah, that definitely turned things into a pickle. I was like, aha, I found a way around this problem. Aha, fairy fire. Ah, for crying out loud. Well, that victory was short-lived. But hey, you know what? I felt good about that I felt good about that strategy for all of one turn. So that's a success in my book. Yes, I'm coping a little bit. Anyway, the point being is, go check out Cercier. Really awesome people. Really awesome people, really cool stuff. That's a sticky wicket. Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but yes, you're not wrong because spiders. Also, I see that pun you made there, so shut up, Spock. Flash damage is a fun rule. Yeah. The spider butt shield was amazing, not gonna lie. Thank you. I tried. I looked at that like, you know what? Maybe I can make this work. I didn't get to use the spider butt as well as I would have hoped, but it came in kind of clutch. Till fairy fire. Damn. And then they kissed. Are we still talking about Dark Magician and Gaia the Fierce Knight, or are we talking about the horse and the dragon? Also, Rune, welcome on in. How you be? Thank you for the save. I greatly appreciate it. It was. I am no longer selling murder potions. Wait, murder potions? Wait, you're saying no longer selling murder potions. What happened with these murder potions? Also, as I always like to say, I'm not sure if I said this before, but if you got everyone who stopped by from the raid, streams are fun, but they also take a lot of energy. So if you got to take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding or running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to stick around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. And all this talking has made my head dizzy. It's a smart monster, what can I say? Very clever, very, very clever. Evening Lampy. Yo, Brino, welcome on in. Let's give a shout out to Brina Belladonna. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games, really funny streams, really awesome times. If you have, yeah, go support them. Really awesome people. Really crazy times, really chill times. Depends on the mood, all of that good stuff. Drider, and I'm going to stop the rest of that message because I see a pun when I see it. As I hoped, but... Wait, which part are we talking about there, Tron? All I'll say is that the potion, or as a potion seller, sometimes you have to choose between morals and money. That sounds like CEO talk. That means Cercier is being a good business person. They know good business right there. Sometimes you have to question your life choices. And question if those life choices lead to money. That's the best way to go about it. Okay, maybe not, but it depends on your perspective. Because you can either A, make big money, B, lose your life trying to make big money, or C, do both. Like Scarface. Or the guy from Breaking Bad, Heisenberg. Yes, I've been a bit on a Breaking Bad talk for, like I said, I've been watching a lot of clips of Breaking Bad, and I need to get back to that show one of these days. Yo, Feast, thank you for the raid. I greatly appreciate it. Let's give a shout out to the Feast. Were you playing the whatchamacallit again? Were you playing the Code Vein? By the way, I saw that clip on the socials. That one cracked me up. Like the moment you saw that character and that response, that was epic. Wait, I forgot. SO. But yeah, everybody stopping by from Feast Stream. Hi, my name's Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. We're currently doing some drawing stuff, but we also showcased some new things on the stream today. Hold on a minute. Let me get these two models out here right quick because number one, I updated the model for both the bird and the bug. The updated Lampy. Now there's a flamethrower on the streams. Check it out. We got the flamethrower. We got the little label on it. Because we got to get that clean burning fuel. I'll tell you what. Yep. All that good stuff. Because we got to sell propane and propane accessories. All those good things. We also got the fire on top of it, because you already gotta know. I gotta get that fire on top of these models. I gotta get that fire, all of that good stuff. Not only that, but like I said, updated the bird. The wings now go up. The wings now close. All of that without any toggles. Finally able to do all of that and all that nonsense. Oh yeah, also updated the thing where the bird also has a second outfit. All of that stuff, as you can see. Boom, there we go. All of that good stuff. Yeah. Words. That's the best I could really put. Anyway, with that being said, we're just currently working on some Yu-Gi-Oh art because that's basically all today is. I just wanted to showcase the new updates and that's it. And work on some stuff while we do so. Let's catch up with some reading and then we'll try to get through all of this as the best we can. It's time for me to get bed. Get to bed. Have a great rest of the stream. All right there, sirs. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You go have a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now there, buddy. I'm dropping the morsels off to you. I was drawn today, but more code vein later. Ooh, nice. I hope you enjoyed, or I hope the art went well, and I hope you enjoyed the code vein, or I hope you enjoy the code vein when the time comes around. Just started watching Breaking Bad recently. It's really good. It is really good. It's a lot of fun over there. Is Lampy holding a pencil sharpener? Nah, we're holding a flamethrower. Even better? Exactly. Gotta raid and run to get a little bit of rest. So I'll be lurking for now. Have a good art stream. All right there, Feast. Thank you for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. You go get that rest. You go get that rest. You take care of what you gotta take care of. And I hope you have a good night, better tomorrow, and a great week. You take care now there, buddy. Also, I see a Toshi. Gotta give a shout out to Toshi. And I see Grimp. So you already know what that means. It's time to give a shout out to Grimp as well. Also, everyone here, go support Feast. Go check them out. Go check out their streams. Everyone who was here before the raid, go check out Feast. They do a lot of amazing art. It's very funny streams over there. They have a lot of fun, they have a lot of fun, fun game streams. A lot of funny art streams. A lot of really awesome, cool art to see. They just got some new they got some new models showcased as well. Go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. And if you're a fan of Code Vein, that's a good place to go. Because they've been, they just started playing that recently. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Go check them out. I highly recommend it. Keck indeed. Oshi? Yeah. Wait, what are we Oshiing about? Also, thank you for the water there, Jinxer. I greatly appreciate that. Whew. Also, let me still look at the messages here. Good to see you there, Shadow Jinxer. Welcome on in there. B from Discord. Grimp. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good. Oh, I have a clip to share. Ooh, nice. What kind of clip? Drown the moth? Joke's on you. You can try, but it ain't gonna work out all that well. Finally, after 10,000 years, I'm free. Hey, nice. I'm glad to hear that. Also, Taefling. I was talking to you about Yu-Gi-Oh, correct? I believe so. So, I don't know if you were listening in, but I was talking about how I have a crazy crackpot theory that Dark Magician and Gaia the Fierce Knight have been... Welcome back. We were talking about Dark Magician Gaia fan shipping. Wait. Hear me out. I was not the one that mentioned that they were roommates. That was Ebi. But I have a crazy crackpot theory that Dark Magician and Gaia the Fierce Knight have been hanging out more often. They've been hanging out rather frequently. Because if you noticed, some new card, or yeah, some of the recent Dark Magician fusions have involved him on top of Curse of Dragon and the Purple Horse from Guy the Fierce Knight. Now, I think you already understand the implications there. Dark Magician has been borrowing Gaia's steeds. And Gaia the Fierce Knight has also had one of the more recent cards that Gaia the Fierce Knight has had was Gaia the Magical Knight. Therefore, Gaia the Fierce Knight has been dabbling in some of those magics. Oh yeah, okay, that's not the implication I was aiming for. That was not the direction I was aiming it towards. That is not what was being implied. Okay, whatever. Anyway. I see it. I see the vision. I am worried about what visions y'all have been seeing now. Anyway. So I was saying, this is why I'm assuming that why Gaia the Fierce Knight has been getting a lot of magical stuff, has been getting a lot of the wizardry on one hand, while Dark Magician has been getting buff in the more recent cards. Because they've been hanging out, and they've... Okay. I did not want to use these words. I knew I should... okay. I'm just going to say this now, because I feel like... Hey, babe, can I drive the dragon? Oh my god. I hate that that is the road y'all went with this. I hate that this is the road y'all went with this. The moth being sussy tonight, I see. I did not bring any of this up. I just said a crazy crackpot theory that they were hanging out. Y'all folks went with the direction of roommates. Y'all went with the choice of, and they were roommates. Either they're a couple or bro roommates. See, that's what I was aiming for. I was aiming for the second one. Like, they're probably just broing it out. Like, yo, can I borrow the car? Sure. Can I borrow the magic? That's the way I saw it. Y'all went in a different direction. Just bros borrowing each other's stuff. Like bros. See, yeah, exactly. That's the point I was trying to get at. And y'all went with a different road with this. Why not both? Okay. I'm not against the idea, but that is not the direction I was aiming with all of that. Y'all steered the magic horse in that general direction. Also, I know that's a weird sentence to come to, or to roll on into. Yo, Ori don't. Welcome on in. How you be? I hope you're having a good day there, buddy. And everybody stopping by from the raid. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes the live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams and model showcase streams. I just showcased the wings for the bird and the flamethrower for Lampy. Hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay. And if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding or running, because that's what raids are all about. But if you size around, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. How be things? Hope things are going well. Do not worry about them. They ran off the rails with a crackpot theory that I brought up, in which case, yeah, this is kind of my fault. But yeah, how was the stream? What were you doing? What were you up to? I hope things went well. Let me try to catch up with some things. Welcome on in there, Mr. VN, Ashton Pier, Fire, Natsuo, Chief the Explorer, Galaxy. Thank you for the... Wait. Yeah, thank you for the 15 streak there, Galaxy. Mochi, Pasquier, Pasquire, something like that, I think. Ori don't. Sky Heights. How's it going? So far, so good. We're currently in the middle of a Yu-Gi-Oh art piece with where's the thingy here? We just finished off the main focus on the Berserk Dragon, and now we're just trying to make the tiny little figures over here, which is Dark Magician and Guy the Fierce Knight, because I'm also trying to recreate an art piece from a Yu-Gi-Oh scene where Yugi and Joey were fighting a bunch of old guys in a duel, and they summoned up this big old dragon over here. And I wanted to take some liberties and make it a little more terrifying, make it a little more further off into the distance. Give it that sense of dread. Because when that monster first popped up, it did give off that sense of dread. And then they pulled the magic out of their hat. And yeah, they got the win. Which is funny, because this card was only there for like one turn, and then it immediately died, and then the duel was over. But it was still a card that I really, really liked. And because of that, I had to draw it. Because I like that monster. Even though it barely did anything, it tried to attack and it failed miserably. It was still a cool card though, nonetheless. No one's gonna take that away from me. But yeah, also, Moonchi Pasquire, or you don't, and Chief the Explorer. Thank you for the follows. I greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Moth Crew. I hope you enjoy your stay. By the way, you're lampy now. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. As been really trying to keep up with things. Moth with a flamethrower, 10 out of 10. Thank you there, Moonchi. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, that was one thing that I had to get set up on this one. I had to make sure that this bug had a flamethrower. I had to make sure there was a flamethrower in these channels because we had fire. There was a lot of fire. And I wanted to make sure that, you know what? I should have a flamethrower. Other than on the mech. I had to get all of that stuff. Okay, let me try to catch up with things. Bros that kiss each other goodnight. Okay, we're still on that conversation, apparently. That's so cool. Yo, thank you. I drew and rigged it myself. Or are you talking about the Berserk Dragon art? Either way. Thank you. Alright, let me see. Wait, so moths like light, yes? Most of the time, yeah. Today was... Oh. Today was Chat Chooses Day. Ooh. What sort of things did they choose? We started off with Silk Song. We started off with Silk Song, a no upgrades first time playthrough challenge run. Oh. How well did that go? And we beat it? Holy moly. Okay, you know what? That is an accomplishment right there all on its own. Holy cow. Congratulations on pulling that one off. I don't know much about Silk Song other than a lot of the enemies do 2 damage on every attack. And that... Honestly, like fighting, looking at that one, the bosses also seem very, very tanky. So with no upgrades, that feels like a lot tougher than that feels like it's 10 times more tougher. Maybe 10 times, I don't know. I could be wrong. Do let me know how difficult that was. Then we did a silly tier list. Ooh, what kind of tier list? Both pronunciations work. I don't really care. There's no canon pronunciation. Fair enough, fair enough. Ashton Pyre it is. This looks really cool. Thank you. I really wanted to get that. I really wanted to get like that shadowy feel to it. Wait, so Headcanon Flame Swordsman introduce a Dark Magician to Gaia. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I could kind of see that one too. I haven't been exposed to much Yu-Gi-Oh, but some other TCGs. Oh. I haven't been exposed to much Yu-Gi-Oh, but some other TCGs. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. What's your favorite TCG, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't have a favorite one, that is completely fine. That is completely understandable. I know card games might not be for everybody, and I know not every card game is for everybody. Mostly because card games would be tough. All right, I'm gonna get ready with some food and some work. I'll be keeping the tab open. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. You go get that food. You go take care of what you got to take care of. And I thank you again for the raid there. Yeah, I thank you again for the raid there, Ori. And I hope you have a good day, a good night, a better tomorrow, and a great week. Appreciate you and hope you have an awesome stream. Yo, thank you. And likewise to you. I hope things go well. I say Dark Magician top. Why are we still on this topic? And obviously, it's Guy the Fierce Knight. Which one of them? Which one of them rides the horse? Okay. Anyway, that's not the point. Let's go back. Let's catch up. Okay, let's see. Flamethrowers are very important. Very true. Flamethrowers are important. Also, welcome on in there, Sky Heights. No, wait, I think I already said that part. Lurk. All right, you do your lurking there, Chief. You do your lurking, and I hope it goes well. That flamethrower is okay. I'm gonna stop that when I see the pun. All right, and fire makes light. So, do you close your eyes when using it? No, I get entranced by it. That's why you can't see Lampy's face when the flamethrower is on, because Lampy's just, I'm constantly just looking at the fire, like, This is this is also why there's no direction where the fire goes. It's just the fire is out. Hope for the best. That's about it. Oof. I mean, he was the #1 monster, so yeah. No, okay, we're leaving this conversation behind. I'm gonna go back to the drawing. Time to go back to the art and gonna try to figure this out. Now, how on earth do I make the helmet again? Also, let me see this Dark Magician artwork right here. So, I need to do... make the shoulder pads there. Shoulder pad there, shoulder pad there. There we go, all of that stuff. I also need to get the music back, because at some point I lost it. At some point I lost the plot. Makes sense. And to be fair, Dark Magician was the ace monster, so who's really on top? Okay, alright, I'm gonna leave this alone now. I knew I was gonna regret reading these messages again. Like, okay, so they're still on this. Alright, I'll move. Also, good to see you there, Umbra. How you be? I hope you're having a good day, buddy. As a fantastic looking flamethrower, Lampy. I want one. Yeah, I'm glad that you like it. And yeah, maybe I should make a flamethrower asset. First, I need to make the shotgun asset. I need to make a shotgun PNG, and then I need to make a flamethrower. Also, let's give a shout out to Umbra. Yeah, if you haven't checked out the Umbra Phoenix, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They're currently playing the Minecrafts. I was going to say Hytale, but then I remember. Wait. Not everybody's playing Hytale. But yeah, they play the Minecrafts. They play a good variety of games. It's a really fun time over there. Really cool people. Also, they just got some new bit badges. Probably drawn, or I don't know who drew them, but they're probably some loser. It was me. Anyway, go check them out. I highly recommend that you do. Shotgun, you say? Yeah, shotgun. Hold on a minute. Let me show shotgun right quick. First, we gotta hide that. We gotta zoom up, and then boom, shotgun. So yeah, there do be a shotgun as well. We didn't just stop at the flame. Well, to be fair, we just got the flamethrower now, but the shotgun has been a mainstay for many, many years. And it ain't never going away. Unless some sort of rule says that we can't have weapons on stream no more, even if it is just cartoon weapon. In which case, I'm gonna have to come up with something new. Chat is a reflection of chat is the reflection of the streamer. You were the one who headcanoned them. No. I headcanoned that they were hanging out. Y'all took it a step further. And they turned out fantastic. Thank you again. Alright, thank you again, Lampy. Also, Lampy's awesome, not a loser. Lies and slander. That's all I'm gonna say. Lies and slander. Shoot me, you won't? Oh, really? Is that what you think? Hold on a minute. We gotta get the gun. It's time to get some firing animation. There you go. Alright, and Tafeling's been shot. About 3 times. Why? I don't know, I just felt like shooting 3 times. So there you go. Problem solved. Alright, everybody say goodbye to Tafeling. Now, let me look at this Dark Magician helmet again, because we've got to add this section where the hat is... Well, not the hat. The... whatever this part is here. And then we add the goofy hat. Which I was talking about it before. Yu-Gi-Oh! Needs to do something about their monster designs. They're feeling too generic. They gotta come up with the next thing to make it stand out. As for what that is, I don't know. But I know whatever it is, it's not what it is right now. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that they don't have a lot of cool designs. It's just that all of the designs that they have feel like they're from animes that are only there for 1 year and then they're just gone. You know which animes I'm talking about. The animes where they only get like 1 season and then you never hear about them again. The summer, yeah, the animes you get in the summer, where you get that one big series that might turn into a big series, and then you have all the other ones. I personally feel like a lot of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Designs are just all the other ones. Like, just the designs from animes from all the other ones. That's how I feel about it. Like, come on, Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be the trendsetter. Now they're the one following the trends. What happened to you, Yu-Gi-Oh? Time to get back on track. I'm a ghost? Who? A ghost, you say, huh? Alright, hold on a minute. Do I have that? I should have it around here somewhere. There it is. Alright, so you're a ghost, huh? Okay, so you know what that means. It's time to set up the seance, and then now we're gonna sacrifice said ghost so we could summon something bigger. I'm gonna try to summon a demon that may or may not get rid of this bird that's been pestering me for so long. Alright then. Okay, so it's time to what's it called? It's time to sing it's time to commit the cursed chants. It's time to commit it's time to continue the seance. And we're gonna use the spirits of the dead to summon up another being from another world and maybe have them get rid of the stinking bird that never leaves me alone. Alright, here's the chant, alright, everybody. Okay, everybody ready yourself for the chant. No, I'm not singing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song. Let me try a different song. Okay, I know the chant. I feel like chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. Yeah, bring home some chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. Chanting Lampy Cult. No! Thank you for the crap rip. Clip. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait. Wait, let me get rid of this candle. There was no candle, there was no seance, there was no summoning demons, there was no cult. That's not how this works. Thank you for the grab rave there, Tafer. Plot twist. This was my plan all along? Get sacrificed? Why'd you want to get sacrificed? But anyway, let me see. That'd be Claymore? Wait, which one's Claymore? Also, let me try to catch up some reading on all that. Shotgun, you say? Shotgun indeed. Alright, let's see. Okay, so Chad is a reflection of the streamer. I saw that part. Okay. Congrats, you are now a lycanthropy. The bullets can't murmur you. Wait, why are we saying murmur? Also, ad start in 30 seconds. Happy Claymore, hear me out. New plan for that. Instead of you going into Konami headquarters with the shotgun, use the flamethrower. Ooh, true. Go in there to the flamethrower, tell them redesign these art pieces, redesign these artworks, and give us Red Eyes Black Dragon support. Good Red Eyes Black Dragon support. Something similar along the lines of the Metal Morph support we got. Because that was actually pretty decent. I think that was pretty cool. I miss Witchblade and Metabots. Same, I miss Metabots. We need more Metabots. We need to bring that back. We need to bring back Metabots, I swear. Moth Dogs, Lampy Moths. Oh, let's see. Moth Dogs, Lampy Moth Dogs. What kind of cult has Lampy Moth Dogs? Okay, I just realized the joke. I recognize that sentence reference anywhere. Too late. I made it back. Dang. Okay, so we can't summon a demon today. All right, next time. To be fair, you kind of walked yourself into the latest cult plan. No. Also, hold on a second there, folks. All right, and I'm back. I don't know what the applause is for, but thank you for the applause. Just got back. Family got KFC. So, just gonna eat a little bit and get back to the drawing. In the meantime, let's catch up with some reading. Let's see, what did I miss in the meantime? Let's see. Claymore is Oh, Claymore is with the white-haired women who kill monsters. Oh, fair. Wait, why are we talking about Claymore? I do remember that one, and I know my brother watched a lot of that one. And I heard good things about that one. I also heard that it was very, very gory. But I've heard good things about that one, but I don't remember too much about it. Other than giant swords, special powers, and many a death. That's the one thing I remember from it mostly is that, yeah, a lot of people got dismembered. For returning? Fair enough. Thank you. I greatly appreciate that. Full disclosure, I am by no means saying that there was, that there was, because there wasn't. I'm just saying it looked a bit conspicuous. Oh, look, sometimes you just want to summon a demon. That doesn't mean that there's a cult. Why are there fireworks going on at this hour? Or at this time of year? Well, someone decided to just go off with fireworks. Fair enough. Well, that's late January for you. That happens all the time. All right, in the meantime, let me see. What on earth am I trying to do here? I'm trying to draw a hand, but I don't even know how I'm trying to go about that. I just give him a crab claw for now. That's the sketch for the moment. That's crab claw. In the meantime, let's draw the rest of this here. Add that stuff. And let's also change the size here. Whoops. Oh, there goes the bird. As to where they flew off to, I have no idea. Oh, they're back. I don't know what button I pushed, but I know I forgot to get rid of an animation, but I guess it's still there. Well, here we are. Also, what time is it? 10? Yeah, no, we still got plenty of time. This gives us plenty of time to continue some drawing, continue some arting. Although, if somebody is currently on still... No, they're gone. Dang. I was gonna say, like, you know what? It's 10 o'clock. If someone's still streaming at this hour, they're not there no more. Alright, new game plan. There are a couple more options later down the road, so not all is lost. And I know someone playing... You know what? I just finished off this here sketch. Well, not finished off the sketch. We still need a long ways to go for this. But Lamps, you are the animation. You know, I hate how true that is. I mean, that is what live 2D models are. They're just programmed animations when you really think about it. Also, Manexus, welcome on in. Let's give a shout out. Go check out the Manexus. I highly recommend that you do. Good variety of games, really funny streams, really amazing people. They are the hot dog cult leader. They cannot deny it. They can't tell me otherwise either. Thank you. How are you doing, homie? So far so good. We just showcased the wing animation. We just showcased some model updates, which is the Lampy Flamethrower and the bird wings. All of that. I got a lot of stuff commission-wise finished. We're halfway through a lot of the work. So, it's been going all right. It's been going pretty swell. I deny all accusations, as we all do. Wait, that's not helping my case. You know what? If they deny it, then it is true. It does not exist. There is no cult leader. Yeah, if they could deny it, so can I. And therefore, I'm advocating, I'm gonna side with them on this one. Normally I would try to goad them on that, but you know what? Non-cult leaders have to stick together. That's the word for it. Yeah, there you go. They are not a cult leader. They do not acknowledge it. They do not accept it, and I don't accept it either. So I'm gonna respect that. Exactly. Anti-cult or something. Yeah, exactly. Anti-cult. Hooray. Hooray indeed. Yeah. It's been a lot of work. It's been a long, God knows how long. Or God knows whatever. But got a lot of work done. Things have been getting a little easier. A lot of projects have been showing a lot of progress. And like I said, we are so close to Elden Ring streams coming back again. It is practically right around the corner. I just need to fix one last thing about the helmet. And then I could get them started again. I also need to play Lort, though. I didn't get donation funds for that game for no reason. Well, okay, to be fair, I didn't personally try to get donation funds. It's just, I talked about Lort for a second, and then someone was like, here you go, Lort money. Like, well, guess I'm playing Lort. I guess we're gonna play Medieval Risk of Rain 2 on stream. More Elden Ring? Yeah, more Elden Ring. Granted, I'm gonna have to go through that one part. I'm gonna have to go through that one part of Elden Ring for the 4th time now, where I have to start the game and fight Margaret. Again. For the upteenth time. But hopefully, this will be the last time I have to start the game over again and go fight Margaret. If I'm lucky, I'll never have to do this a second time around. Or I'll never have to do this again because we finally got everything done. We got everything set. And then I never have to deal with Margaret ever again. We're only going to have to fight him one more time. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Just one more time. Totally just one more time. Anyway. So yeah, look forward to that. Alright, there we go. So we got the pose for the most part. And I think this should be good. Lampy, leader of the anti-cult, poses or posses or something. Or posse or something, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. I never said I was no leader. I did not agree to being a leader for this either. You can't make me. I did not agree to that. I know a roguelike game about a lamb you could play. I'm not playing that one either. Just because I downloaded the game does not mean I'm playing Cult of the Lamb. I know what you're doing there, Tron. I know what you're doing and it ain't happening. Wait, you don't agree? I thought you said denial means it's the truth. When you're denying being a cult leader, that means it's the truth. You're not a cult leader. Cult time? No, 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 no cult time. No cult time. You know what? This is a good place to call it. We got the sketch for Dark Magician and Flame Swordsman done. We got a lot of talking done. We showcased all the features for the new models. or we showcased all the new features for the old models, all that good stuff. Not only that, but we actually finally completed the bird, because I mentioned a long time ago that the wings that we had for the previous model, or you know, the wings that we had for the bird 2.0, they were from the 1.0, so we were just kind of reusing assets. But I always wanted to update the wings because I knew I could have done better than what they originally were. Just not saying that the original ones were bad, it's just that I knew I could do better. Now here we are. And so, yeah, the bird's finally done. Where do we go from here? Definitely a new Lampy model, but I need to get through the comics first. Or come up with a new project for assets and stuff. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I also want to, like I said before, I also want to make a live 2D model of a crab and a horse. So, we'll probably get back to that one some other time. We are not a cult, pinky promise. Sure. I never said y'all weren't a cult. I just said disbanded. I also said I'm not a cult leader because I didn't agree to this. Okay, so the target that I was thinking of raiding into is raiding out. So I gotta find a new target. Let me see. What the? Or not. Okay, let's come up with a new plan. Yo, Morty, welcome on in. How ya be? I hope things are going well. Let's give a shout out to Morty VA. If you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend that you do. They play a good variety of games. They do a lot of art. They also have made they've also drawn and rigged their own emotes. And they also do all sorts of stuff. I highly recommend checking them out. Yeah, go check them out. Really awesome people. And everybody stopping by for Morty VA's stream. Hi, my name is Lampy, small-time illustrator, football-sized moth. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D riggy. Happy birthday. Okay, hold on a minute. Wait. Stop everything. Okay, who snitched? Who snitched? I just want names. I just want to talk. Who snitched? Actually, don't even tell me. I already know it was you, Quee. I already know it was you. I know you snitched. I know it was you, Quee. Happy spawn-in day, Lampy. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Anyway, as I was saying, hi, my name is Lampy. Yes, the bug is the streamer. I do a lot of drawing streams, occasional gaming streams, and sometimes a live 2D rigging streams. And today is one of those drawing streams. I was going to call it a day to finish off, or to work on...
Happy birthday, Lampy.
And there it is, of course. So, we're currently working on a Yu-Gi-Oh! Art piece. Trying to make a menacing dragon here. Also got to showcase some new features or new updates for the models, which is the flamethrower and the bird wings over there. Bird wings finally open and close, and Lampy's got a fireball. Yeah. So I hope you all enjoy your day. I hope you all enjoy your stay, and if you gotta take care of things, go take care of those things. Never feel bad about raiding a run, because that's what raids are all about. But if you decide to scroll on, I greatly appreciate that. I hope you enjoy your stay. Really? Really?
Happy birthday, Lampy.
I was so close out the door, and instead I got bombarded with this. One, thank you for the bits there, Ombra. Thank you for the bits there, Silvertongue. Thank you for the gift sub there, Morty. How was the art? What were you doing? I was lurking in the background. I saw you were working on some viewer polls, I think it was. How did the art go? I hope it went well. Also, good to see it there. Uzi Oozeborn, Watchful Void, Abby the Gale. We hope everybody's doing well. Great problem to have, Lampy. Indeed, I was this close to being out the door. You can't see my hands, but just interpret it that I'm holding my fingers up and they're really close to one another. That's how close I was. More Lampy stream, let's go. Well, I might as well, because I'd feel bad about raiding out when someone just raids in. It's like, well, I guess I'm here for a couple more minutes. Gotta deal with me for like 10 to 15 more minutes. Apparently so. Happy birthday, Lampy. Thank you there, Silver. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Welcome, Raiders, to the Lampy cult. No cult. Y'all, no paying taxes either. No paying taxes. Now he's stuck here. Yeah, now he's stuck here a moment. Yep. Happy birthday. Thank you there, Void. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see. Happy spawn-in day, Lampy. Thank you there, Toshi. I greatly appreciate that. Of course it was. Of course it was. I freaking knew it. Ooh, your animations? Yeah. Glad you enjoyed the animation. Also, check this out. If you like animations, wait for it. There we go. Had to showcase the bird wing. All right, let me see. Happy birthday, Lampy. Thank you there, Umbra. I greatly appreciate that. I mean, no, it weren't. That sentence gave me such a struggle right there. I mean, no, it weren't. Okay, let me see. Birth indeed. All right, let's see. He had half his wing out the door. I was almost there. I was right there. The monthly poll is of me watering a garden of slimes. Each slime is modeled after someone who donated to the Minneapolis during the stream today. Everyone was so generous. Oh, nice. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds like cool artwork right there. But yeah, raid out, get rest. You know what? Morty said raid out. That means I could raid out. That's fair enough. But first I gotta find someone to raid into, because I know I was looking at Augie and I was looking at your stream and I was looking at Augie's stream and it looks like Augie's out the door and I was thinking like, you know what? Let's try the Morty stream and then you show up here like, oh, who else is on? Or you know what? I got an idea. It would be funny. Before Augie heads on out the door, let's drop them off over there. Let's get them before it's too late. Like while they're talking, while they're chatting, before they could leave, let's hit them with that too. Mothman? Oh, Mothman. You know what? I don't think I've ever raided raided Mothman. Who's that? Yeah, let's get Augie. All right, we're gonna get Augie then. I will look into what Mothman is later. In the meantime, let's go raid Augie before it's too late. All right, then there, folks. I'll be back on Friday to probably... You know what? Friday, artwork, all that. Sunday, we're going to be playing Lort. Actually, you know what? Friday, Lort. Sunday, I'm going to play something else. I don't know. We're actually going to play some games for once. So look forward to that. Also, for the art raid, or yeah, for the stream raid, here's the raid message. There you go. And if y'all folks like the stream and you want to keep up with the stream or you like to support the channel, go check out the link page. We got all sorts of stuff over there. We got free models on the coffee page. We got affordable models on the Etsy page. We got Lampy plushies and Lampy figures on the fourth wall page. And if you are looking to commission Lampy on anything live or 2D related, whether it be live 2D, emotes, assets, character sheets, character concepts, all that sort of stuff, you can either contact me directly or go to the vgen page. A little bit helps. And with that being said, thank you all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. Always remember, you're all awesome in your own way because you folks make these streams and this community what it is. It's awesome chat with you folks, cracking jokes, brainstorming, all that good stuff. Really awesome work, yeah. And if you lurk, that is great too. But the fact that you took the time out of your day to have this bug rambling on and drawing in the background means more to me than you could possibly imagine. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, go support the Augie. Go support the Augie, all that good stuff. Show them support, show them love, all of that funny stuff. And you all take care now. Laters.